as our adventurers of questionable backgrounds had successfully infiltrated the magistrate's mansion to free Luna with the help of Nox. After a very intense encounter with 3 animated suits of armor, the team was able to defeat them, take some artifacts from the bottom of the mansion, and then attempt to leave as stealthily as they came in. Unfortunately, that's when the Great Bear Incident of September 15th, 999 AI occurred. Historians still wonder about what occurred that night to this day. After the incident, the party split and decided to regroup outside the city away from the prying eyes of the city guard. After Nox and Luna decided to make good on their deal and stay where Effie was, they gave the cryptic answer, Effie is everywhere, and teleported away with Flower in front of Sai, Onyx, and Brontes. That is where we last left our adventurers. Who I don't think we can really call them heroes anymore, to be honest.
Whatever they may be, that is where we left off. Now, the party did split, and it is the moments after some sort of teleportation incident. Currently, half the party is unaware that this happened. But is the half that saw it happen, do you want to do anything?
Well, right now, correct me if I'm wrong, but we heard the battling inside.
Yes, you did hear the sound of combat stop inside the museum. Whether that mean now, unfortunately, Ataraxia has run away, so she couldn't tell you whether or not that's because the bears have been dispelled and defeated, or because the bears have defeated everyone in the room and are just standing there awaiting orders. You have no idea without entering to see. But currently, it is silent inside the museum and silent on the streets as of right now.
Guys, we need to get out of here. We need to go. We need to meet at the rendezvous point.
I think there's. Does anybody else want to do anything else? I'm gonna mute because I'm not there.
Yeah, I know.
So glad we talked about this all day.
Yeah.
We may have been talking about this all day, but we never actually came up with a plan.
No, there's fragments of multiple plans.
Wait, no, stop. The plan right now to see if you guys can figure out what teleportation magic was used. If 2 of our best magic casters, no offense, Addie, are there to figure out what magic occurred, whether it's sorcerer based or like wizard based intelligence.
Before we leave to go out to the outskirts of the city, can I cast can I have an Arcana check to see if I can recognize the magic used with them teleporting away?
Absolutely, roll Arcana.
We need to do a vibe check.
That was definitely magic of some kind.
Calyx?
Yeah, with a 10. Yeah, it was definitely magic. They are physically no longer here for certain. You kind of wave your hands through the space where they were standing. They're not invisible. They're gone. You know that there are monsters and different mythical abilities that like allow you to teleport. You know that there are many spells that allow teleportation. Everything from short range teleportation like Misty Step and Blink to high level teleportation like the spell teleportation. It could have been basically any one of those except Misty Step, because you know what Misty Step looks like and you know that they didn't cast that.
And they would only be 30 feet away.
And they would still be within sight. So
yes.
I don't believe you could also
well,
carry
I tried, so
I believe
not find out
Sai
what
already
combat
did as
ending
well.
is from.
Sai has not rolled a check yet, no.
No, Sai is just not here at the moment, apparently.
This check, I say, takes place over the course of just a few seconds. Like, you're a smart enough wizard that you know when you know something and you know when you don't know something. And you come to a conclusion very quickly. You're like, with the amount of time I have and the amount of resources I have, I don't have an answer to this.
I've got Bubkiss.
If you took a couple hours, maybe you could have figured something out with
What am I
different
rolling?
spells.
What's happening?
See if you can recognize the form of magic used in some way.
So Arcana or History? Because you already rolled Arcana.
He already rolled Arcana. I'll say for you, you could just make a Charisma check if you kind of want to do it based on vibes.
Well, I'm gonna vibe this shit out.
15, you definitely get the sense that it was not arcane in nature. You don't think, whatever caused the teleportation, you don't think it was so formulaic that it, like, expended a spell slot, or that it required a spell book. You know, it could have been something from an item, it could have been a predetermined set of criteria that would have activated like that, and that it was set up in advance. It could have been a teleportation from another location centered on these targets, and then it activated. Like, you don't think it was like something as simple as like, oh, Luna just like cast a 9th level teleportation spell. You don't think it was that simple. A spell was definitely cast. It was not like a racial ability. A spell was cast, though how it was cast, you're unaware.
So I know nothing. Got it?
You know everything that I just described.
That's more than nothing.
That's fair. So I just explained what you explained. I'm not going to repeat everything.
As you're explaining that, are we walking away?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd rather not find out what
We need
side won, the bears or the guards.
We need to go, but I don't know if it's the best idea to just like waltz out of the city at this time.
That's
I
fair.
think we very much need to get out of this city before they wake up. We're not.
I think we need
Exact-
to stash that referencing the thing Onyx is holding.
I think we need to get out.
Okay, yes, clearly,
Okay.
definitely we need to get out, but once again, I will say, leaving at this time could be seen as suspicious.
Leaving at any time after they know what happened is going to be suspicious with this.
Is there any way we can get it
As
out
we move
without
away
you
from the place we
just
just
walking out?
did things in?
I think we need to get out. We already said we're going to meet outside the gates. We need to reconvene there. That's where that's where the rest of them are going to meet us. We can discuss what happened with everything there and make a decision better with the rest of the team. But right now, we need to get out of here.
I'm gonna take him out.
Okay.
I can definitely second that getting out of this general area is a good idea.
Well, let's walk and talk.
Yeah, you guys are basically in the middle of town, so you're closer to the exit of town than the other party who kind of had to backtrack to pick up the horses. So you guys will make it to the, I guess you can call it quote unquote guard station within, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, seeing as there's basically no traffic on the roads and you're just walking at a casual pace as not to arouse suspicion. You make it there without incident. No one stops you on the street. No one randomly attacks you. No guards chase after you. It seems like overall a quiet night in the city.
All right, let's
That's bueno.
skedaddle, I guess.
The question becomes, do you attempt to leave the city through the guard station, or do you stay in the city at the entrance?
I just think it's suspicious walking through with the thing you're holding. So
Well, right now it's covered in a bedroll.
that doesn't mean anything. Does
Is
it
there-
look weird? Does it look weird, Ophis?
Oh yeah,
If I'm looking at this,
it looks like someone holding a sleeping bag that is 4 foot, like rigid, straight in the air. Like it looks like a
Okay.
sleeping bag with something hard in it that's perfectly square.
Can
okay,
I
well,
ask
we
a
need to
question
To
to
who?
Ophis?
Well, yeah.
Ophis.
Sure.
If we were to, let's say, fashion, because it's light, right? Like I can carry it.
I mean, it's weightless to you. Yeah, you're lifting it with it as though it's like a feather.
Is there like a dark alleyway nearby that we could, I could attempt to tie rope around this and like fashion it onto like my back, like it's like a back. I know I already have a bag. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here?
Are you trying to like disguise it as a bedroll that just isn't rolled up all the way, but you're kind of having like slung under your backpack like it's a sleeping bag?
No, because it's way too big for that.
Then no, I have no idea what you're trying to do.
Like I'm trying to basically
Turn it into a backpack.
turn it into a backpack that goes over my backpack,
uh,
like a. I can picture what I'm trying to
As if
describe.
you tied
What I will
ropes
say-
to
what I
each
will say
corner
is-
of a folding table.
because it is so like perfectly square and flat, there is basically no way you can kind of wear it or fashion it that it wouldn't look perfectly square. Like it will always look like a flat square in a bedroll, as
Yes.
like however you do it. I mean, you could I mean, there's no roll. You could just tie ropes around it and do that. But from the perspective of someone looking at you, they're still going to see you wearing a giant square on top of your
Giant
backpack.
square on my back.
Yeah.
Right.
It will. Oh, yeah, if someone asks a witness, "Hey, was he carrying a giant square?" They will always say yes. There's no way it can be obfuscated in any way.
That's not what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to free up my hands. It also, I think, in my opinion, looks a little less suspicious if you're carrying it out on like, a backpack looking thing instead of, it's a painting.
Well, you could definitely do that. I mean, if you have rope, you can do that. It takes a minute. Yeah, your both your hands are free, and you do that.
Brontes,
And
can
it's
you
still
like
disguised. No
teleport
one
it out?
can. They can't. Oh, sorry.
Giant
happened?
papoose.
Sorry.
Yes, it is. It
You
is
go.
still in the. It is still in the bedroll. Yes, it is still disguised. Like it's not glowing through the bedroll or anything like that. And now, what were you saying, Brontes?
Or I was wondering what Sai said.
Oh,
If we could like teleport it out ourselves.
Teleport it? No, not per se. We could theoretically Misty step it out. You found a
How
good
far?
spot to see outside of the city. Because it's only 30 feet.
Oh.
And what you can see.
yeah. So you basically, because the city's surrounded by walls, they're wooden, but they're still like 15-foot high walls. You basically
Yeah.
need to climb on top of the wall to see through it, and then teleport off the top of the wall 30 foot onto the ground, like
Which is 15 feet down and like...
yeah. Well, Misty
You
Step,
can
Misty
barely
Step
get
is
over the wall.
teleportation, so it's just 30 feet at an angle. Like you could just, as the crow
Okay.
flies, but you would
It's
still
30
be, if there was a guard on the tower, you would just be 30 feet in front of him. He would just see you, right? So you need to finagle it
Mhm.
to be stealthy that way with that limited range of teleportation.
Exactly.
How close
Okay.
are we to the guard tower? Can we see like how many guards are like actively?
You see that
Present,
there
you know,
are
at
still the two, because remember, this is like not ramshackle, but there's no towers. It's just a 15-foot high wooden wall with like a couple of planks that you could walk around that go around the city. There is no one on the planks currently, but there are still the two guards at the entrance and the two guards at the exit. There's 4 guards, 2 on the inside, 2 on the outside, that you remember seeing when you came in. Though obviously it is different guards. It's the night shift, but they're standing at attention with the gates. The gates are currently, it's nighttime, so the gates are currently closed, but it looks like their job is to open and close the gates as needed.
But we don't see anybody on top of the towers.
There is no
On
towers.
top of,
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I meant wall. I meant
Currently, no. In the section you're looking at, you don't see anyone who's on the wall. You do see ladders. You think that any of those 4 guards could climb the wall, basically, as soon as they
Are there
needed
any
to.
guards like right outside the city right now? Also, what time is it?
1 a.m. and yes, there's 2 guards directly on the outside where you saw them when you came in, and then there's 2 guards directly at the exit where you guys are looking. So there's 4 guards, and it's like you started the heist at midnight and you took exactly an hour because you did everything based on knocking that guy out. So it is about 1 a.m. I call it 1:15 because you took 15 minutes to walk here. So it is very, very early in the morning.
So
How far, if I were to stand like by the entrance, like the exit or whatever, how far is like any like cover or trees or
You remember from when you walked into the city, it's all open plains. Because this used to be forest that was all knocked down to build a city and to build the walls. So it's hundreds of feet of open plain that eventually lead into either the hills where you went to the mountains, the forest that leads to the north, or the surrounding hills that go, like, it's all basically unclimbable mountains that you have to go through that corridor to get to Kingspear, where that mystery monster has been attacking caravans, and that's the caravan road. So there's only 3 ways out of the city from this point: north, east, and south.
should we just like full send it?
I think we should just exit. I think we walk up to them if they have any questions. You know, where are you going? We're leaving. We're leaving now. We prefer traveling at night. The 3 of us can see at night fairly decently, right?
True.
And if they asked what we were doing, we were
Insanely.
Getting ready to leave.
well, we had spent some time at the tavern, watched some fights there, and
Calling it a day.
we lost track of time and are getting on the road. This is our preferred travel time.
Okay.
Okay, so
I mean, but
and-
like, what if? But like,
and if
okay,
worst
but what if the other group gets caught? Like, what are we supposed? Like, we won't know.
That's the risk we took when we did this. We were all frantic. We were all frenzied. We have to do this. We have to get out now, because if we don't get out and they're looking for us, what are we going to do? It's going to be the same way around.
Okay.
The best thing we could do is regroup, reconvene, and figure out from there. Don't divert from the plan. We made a plan. It was hasty. It probably wasn't the greatest, but now we have to roll with it.
just tell me when you approach the guards.
Are you guys good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also pretty sure
I'll let you do the talking.
Sai looks okay, but like, hold on a second. Prestidigitation,
Mm-hmm.
I cast on each of us to make
Okay.
us look pretty and pristine.
That
Like-
was genius.
Okay, yeah, you all look freshly showered. There's no grime, blood, or soot or anything like that. It does not mend your clothes, so anyone who is wearing fabric when they were slashed by a longsword still has slashed clothing, but there is no blood, no fire, no ash.
Can I enclose myself in my cloak of protection that should be not slashed by that?
Oh yeah, you could just kind of like wrap yourself like a spooky wizard. It's just
was-
it's just you in a hood and a cloak that goes all the way to the floor. You almost look like you're levitating forward. No
That is
arms,
exactly
no
what I
legs.
want.
I was also
I
gonna
don't
say,
have
can I do that with the cloak of billowing?
You can, but
I don't know
since
if we
the
can
cloak
stop it from
since the
billowing.
cloak always kind of billows a little, there's always like a little
God
bit of
damn it.
gap to see through. But it looks cool. It looks cool as hell.
Okay.
Also, I don't
And
have
I don't
clothes, I
think
don't think.
Yeah, you do not.
I
You
don't
did
think
not buy
Onyx
one.
looks as bad as the rest of us, though, right?
He just looks
Well,
like he's
it's
wearing weathered.
armor back on.
He bought new armor.
And he's the paladin, so like he's supposed to look
Actually,
like
no.
he's been
I'm sorry.
fights.
Onyx was wearing regular clothes because he had mage armor on, so he's not
Yeah.
allowed to have. So he's just wearing clothes that look like they were slashed by
Wait.
blades.
Where
He needs to
where's
put
your
his
regular armor?
back on?
That
Change,
takes
right
It takes
here.
an hour.
And-
It takes an hour to put
Yeah.
heavy
Oh
armor
well,
back
then we're
on.
not doing that.
it's a long time to put on heavy
I
armor.
want to say
I
light
don't-
armor. I want to say light armor's a minute. 10 minutes
Well, you
for
could just
medium.
say that you
hour
were
for
like in the
long.
fighting pits because that's not a lie. So
You can say you lost your match and you want to leave.
These are all valid.
You're a-
These are all valid claims.
okay, let's go before we chicken
Okay.
out.
Let's go.
So you approach the guard. You walk those last couple hundred feet from that alley where you guys fashioned up the bedroll into a pseudo
I also
backpack.
like continue sussing if like people were watching us or paying attention
I mean,
to
you
quests
could
while we're walking.
you could roll a perception check
Okay.
to see if anyone is eyeing you. With a 15, you feel
Interesting.
pretty confident that you are not being watched in any way. I mean, you could
Okay.
see as you walk up, the guards are looking at you because it's the middle of the night and there are now 3 people walking up on the gates. That's probably not normal. So they acknowledge you as you
I
walk up.
fucking figured.
But they don't say anything. They don't tell you to halt. They just kind of wait for you to approach. And then once you approach, they will stop and they'll go, how's everything going tonight? Is there something you need from the guards?
Yeah, we were looking to get traveling. We were at the tavern and lost a little bit of track of time and are getting a little bit of a late start. We prefer traveling at night.
He looks at his wrist. There's a tiny sundial on it. It's empty because there's no sun out. Are you sure you don't want to just wait the night? The monsters are significantly more active in the field. There's
What
nowhere to hide and make camp
monsters?
for miles. He looks at you. All sorts of monsters. It's the valleys from the hills. That's where you get the trolls that come down at night. Those are notoriously difficult to deal with. They steal livestock. Packs
Sai-
of wolves.
Sai
those are
grabs
always an
onto
issue.
Onyx's arm, looking like kind of terrified, like for real terrified, like not wanting to do that.
And then he'll continue to be like, and of course there's always the issue of bandits. Bandits on the road. The roads are usually safe, but in recent days there have been reports of a gang of 6 or so figures who've been accosting people on the road. They could be around any corner, especially if you can't see them at night. You know, they don't approach with torches. You know, it's dangerous. Are you sure? I mean, we have no reason not to open the gate. We'll open it for you, but we must close it behind you. And if something happens, I can't guarantee we can get to you quick enough to save you.
No, that's understood. I mean, we're used to this. You know, I'm gonna like kind of nod to like, because you would be able to see like the longsword and the axe, right?
Yeah, your weapons are out because you're not wearing anything to cover them.
Right. I also have, a shield. Like, I'm gonna kind of know, like, we're kind of used to dealing with stuff like this. Unfortunately, it's a shame how bad society's gotten, and sometimes those monsters just get in the way too.
Fair enough. That is your right as adventurers to risk your own lives, I suppose. Give us a moment.
Kind of thrives in the dark.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, yeah, but okay.
Give us a moment, and we will winch the gates open for you. And he walks over and he begins winching the gate open for you. Takes about a minute as he
will
slowly
you-
winds the gate.
If we change our mind and like nothing's hunting us and chasing us, will you open the gates for us to come back in?
Oh, yeah, of course. But if you're being, like, chased by a troll, we're not going to let the troll in the city. You're kind of on your own.
Right. True. Understandable. I just wanted to make sure you let us back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
He looks at you when you say that, knocks on the wood of the fence. I hope it will. We try not to say that on guard duty. That and the word quiet, which I realize now I've just said out loud.
Sai knocks on the wood also.
Good thinking. And then he finishes winching the gate open and he opens the
Do you
gate for you.
perchance have any jerky on you?
No,
Dang.
he says, lying.
Oh, can I suss that out?
No.
He says it like slowly. He's like, no, because you feel like
I'm
he's
just
maybe.
I'm gonna grab
Wait,
Sai and say,
wait,
we have
but I don't wanna
plenty
go.
of jerky.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
wanna
grab her and
go.
say, we have plenty.
Well, have a safe travel. It's three
It sounds like Sai is
strangers.
getting
They say-
kidnapped.
I don't want to.
Anyway, you hear the sound of the gate closing behind you almost immediately as you step through it. A massive clunk clicks as the gate locks into place, and you can hear it lock behind you. And you are now in an open field.
Right.
Oh, so are we? How long do we have to wait?
Well, we're gonna.
That's a good
Walk.
question.
I said
Outside.
we were gonna meet where we waited to enter the city together, like in groups.
Okay, in that case, yeah, you're walking like 2 miles away from the gate then, to like where the last bits of trees are.
As we're walking, excuse me. Now I'm going to have out the. Is the mage armor still active? Right. Yep.
Lasts
No, it's
8
an
hours.
hour.
No, it lasts 8 hours so long as you don't put
Oh,
on
it's 8
armor.
No, it is 8 hours.
Yep. So you cast it right before the mission, so it technically
It's
it'll
got
last
7
till
hours.
it'll last till about 8 a.m. So again, so long as you don't do anything that constitutes putting on armor. So just don't do that. You're fine.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna take the great axe because I don't have the shield. So I don't have the shield, so I'm just gonna hold the great axe.
Mm-hmm.
Do we notice anything in the field as we're first stepping through the gates? I mean, we're gonna because there's like a little bit of of an entrance area, right, with like the other 2 guards and everything.
Yeah. There's the 2 guards, and then there's like it's not a paved road, but it's like that road that's been intentionally flattened through like multiple trips of caravans and carts, and it's like pseudo maintained, but it's not like cobble or anything. That kind of lasts out and it goes the direction of Orange Bloom, but you know that it has like patches of maintenance, patches of being grassed over. Like you kind of need to go off the beaten trail to get to like where the trees are where you guys waited up last time because you were being kind of secretive. But it's mostly just like a big open flat plain the first like mile or so around the city, and it looks like that was done intentionally. That way if anything ever attacked the city, it could be seen from on approach and it wouldn't just come out of the tree line.
Yeah. So as we're kind of walking, I'll nod to the guards. Obviously, I still have my helmet and everything on.
Yes.
Do we see anything as we're starting to approach, like where I assume there's like a little bit of torchlight at the gate?
Yeah, there's like 2 torches on sconces, like right behind where the guards are standing. They give about 30 foot of bright light and then like 60 foot of dim light, and then everything outside of that 120 feet turns into that black and white vision as your dark vision takes over.
Right. Can the 3 of us see anything?
Nothing that wasn't there when you first came here. You just see like a couple benches, a couple rest areas, torch sconces that aren't lit because there's no one standing there. You see the road and where it leads, but you don't see any people. You don't see any animals on the road. If you want to look for something that's hiding, you can roll a perception check, but with your passives, you don't see anything of note.
Bronchies, you want
I'd like to roll a perception check.
Okay, roll a perception check.
On-
to? He's got.
You don't see anything.
Six.
It looks like almost too quiet, empty road. As every time you've traveled this road, it's been during the day, and there's been copious amounts of people. This is not a major city, but it is a fairly active hub of trade, as it is the only way to get to the north.
Right.
So it is interesting to see this road be completely quiet, but it's not
I will say
crazy
that-
strange.
Sai has not let go of Onyx's arm. Unless he shakes her off.
No, it's fine for now. Okay, I'd say we go forward. You know, maybe. I mean, this is like 2 miles, right? We're hiking.
Yeah, I mean,
Hello?
don't worry about that. It's 2 miles, but it's 2 miles of like basically paved road, and then you kind of just cut into the woods at the last minute. It's like 10, 15 minutes of just walking in a straight line. Like it's flat in the ground. It's not like hiking. It's very low. This section is very low energy.
As we're gonna start on the walk, I'm gonna whisper to Brontes. Do you know of any spells that would be able to see us in the dark, that far from the guard tower?
Brontes, you could roll an Arcana check or a History check if you want to think of spells that could do that. 19, obviously the spell Scry can see you no matter where you go, so long as you're not in a lead box. So that's always an option. Very high level spell. You doubt the city guards could use it. There's a spell called Dark Vision that just gives a creature dark vision. It more than likely wouldn't see you from this sheer distance unless they were using some sort of thing to accompany it, like a telescope, which are rare and very expensive to make, but it is not unheard of for the military to have a few for scouting purposes. There's also spells like Locate Creature, which basically function as a bubble around the caster that goes about 1,000 feet. So if someone walked even a little bit outside of the city with one of you as the target, they would instantly know your location once you got within the bubble. Those are all possibilities, but all those spells are relatively high level and relatively unlikely. Though technically
Also,
not impossible.
How far is it? Like, I know you said it was like 2 miles.
2-ish miles. I mean, no, you haven't stopped to actually measure it, but you covered it in like 20 to 30 minutes when you were entering the city, so you ballpark it at like 2 miles.
How many feet in miles?
3,100 and something.
It is 1 mile equals 5,280 feet.
Then you're good. Ignore the part about locate creature.
According to Google.
I misinterpreted how many. I did my conversion from meters to fucking miles was not correct. So you're good.
Okay, I think we go forward. I have my axe in hand.
We go back.
No.
And
You made a decision.
You don't know the.
As we're going, I think we take it. You know, we're not going to walk at a breakneck pace.
You just
worst comes to worst, they run in. They meet us on the road. The other group.
They will catch up if they're going faster on horses.
Yeah, they have horses and carts, so they will more than likely out.
Right. So I think we go slow. We be perceptive. And
utilize
we make our
120 feet of dark vision.
Yeah.
Sai will do her best, but I'm currently 7 out of 40 right now.
I'm gonna scan our entire circle.
As we're going, yeah. I'm also
watching.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm scanning.
Over the course of your 2 miles with your perception checks, you see nothing of note. And eventually you make it to that location where you waited a few days ago when you first entered the town.
Okay, and there's like plenty of cover there, right?
Yeah, there's like scattered trees, bushes. Like you can
when we
basically
get there,
find a thicket and get behind it.
Fire.
I mean, you could start a fire. You have adventurer's tools.
Don't do that.
Okay.
How do you light it? Fireball.
Want me to have a fire.
Yeah,
the monsters will see us from miles.
Fires indicate where we are, and we can see right now.
Can
not everything else can.
Can one of us short rest or attempt to try and get some health back?
You can attempt to start a short rest.
Monsters in the back.
I am not.
I will.
I'm on guard right now.
And she has the best
perception
at the moment.
I think I have the worst perception in this group.
I'm
the guy that goes hitty hitty.
Sai needs to sleep if she wants to be helpful.
Sai can attempt to start a short rest. It needs to go 1 hour without being interrupted. So you can start that timer now, if that's what you're doing. And then the other 2, but when you're short resting, obviously you will not be able to take a watch, and you will be you're not asleep, but you will be vulnerable. We'll say, if something were to happen. And then just to clarify, a fire was not lit.
No.
No.
Okay. In that case, while that's happening,
Da-da-da-da.
the other group, you have just, going back in time about 40 minutes, the other group, you have just split off with the other half of the group. You left them with the artifact that you robbed, or at least one of them, and with the intention of meeting back at that place you were a few days ago when you first got here. The three of you opted to go back to the tavern, collect your cart and horses, and then swing out through the exit of the city and meet them there. You are walking in that direction. You specifically said that you were kind of taking your time as not to look suspicious. The tavern is not that far away from the mansion, only about 5 or so minutes. So in about 5 or so minutes, you make it to the tavern. The tavern, it is only 1 in the morning, or at this time, about 1 in the morning. So the tavern's lights are on. There are people drinking. It is an open establishment compared to all the closed establishments and snuff torches of the surrounding homes and businesses. As it is still, while it may not be late for a bar, it is late for everybody else. This kind of casual walk up on the tavern is temporarily interrupted, however, as Addie, with your passive perception, you realize that about 100 feet from the bar, 150 feet from the bar, while no one is particularly leading this pseudo marching order because you are intending to look casual, you watch as Calyx just stops walking randomly, like mid-stride, and freezes like a statue. Calyx, you feel that weird fuzzy feeling that you felt when your friends told you that you had disappeared, but you obviously had no memory of disappearing. You just took the helm from that display case and then turned around and everyone kind of freaked out and said that you disappeared. That fuzzy feeling returns in a strange way because it's not fuzzy anymore. It feels like 2 nails being driven into your ears and then meeting in the middle. The worst migraine you've ever had, like nails on a chalkboard amplified through, I don't know, something called a microphone. Not that you know what that is. And it's this overwhelming tinnitus ring that blocks out reality for a brief instant as you feel 5 minutes of memories that weren't there catch up to reality and force themselves into your past thoughts in where a gap isn't. And they create a gap. And you find yourself standing for the first time, but maybe the second time, in a strange location, one that you do not recognize.
Like, it doesn't remind me of the Fire Giant's past life. It doesn't remind me of where I met my soul weapon. No. Okay, then.
No. You find yourself on a lake of lava. You watch as bones, skulls, claws, and talons of creatures you couldn't comprehend of different size, shape, age, float along and perpetually melt and remineralize as they pass. Everything around you is either foliage that has been burned to cinders and resprouted only to burn again, or blackened, ash-covered dirt. This, however, is not the most notable thing about where you are, because you notice, looking down at you, from atop a mountain of bones, topped with what appears to be the skull of an enormous creature, elongated, teeth like steak knives, peeled back in a perpetual open maw, completely skeletonized, where once would be a tongue is now a cushion, and on top of it stands a massive creature. This creature sits casually, looking down at you, a creature you never met, but somehow you feel as familiar. It holds a giant blade in its hands, but where you feel this creature covered in spikes and leathery skin would bellow some sort of rage-filled cry, you see only emptiness and boredom in its eyes. He looks down at you from atop this pile of bones. He gives a half-hearted acknowledgement with lidded eyes and gestures for you to sit. You look around, there's nothing to sit on, and it also doesn't seem like he's asking.
Am I just sitting on this rock in the middle of this lake of fire?
You are currently standing on a rock in the middle of a lake of fire, yes.
I sit down and I don't attempt to move forward, and I sit down on the rock.
The creature looks down at you, acknowledging your correct choice. Ordinarily, I would say sitting isn't low enough, but a millennia of boredom allows for my company to be somewhat disrespectful. However, I must say I am upset that after all this time, I met with you, of all people. Not because of you specifically, of course. You mean nothing to me. I'm referring, of course, to him. And he says, lazily pointing behind you.
I turn around and look behind me.
You turn around and look behind you, and you see this. And you are met with the visage of the creature you remember discussing the concept of friendship and protection and allies with 13 or 14 or so days ago when you first attuned to your soul weapon. This creature looks down at you with the same benevolence that it looked at you with as you parted ways when you first made your agreement. But it looks up at the creature with disdain. As you can tell, there's some sort of history here, given the choice of words leveraged.
I'm going to choose to remain silent in this moment because it looks like they're having a stare down, and I don't want to get in the middle of it. I'm sure somebody will acknowledge me when I'm needed.
Perhaps a wise choice as you watch as the creature behind you, this enormous lizard creature, rears back to its full height, and at its full height, it stares eye to eye with the creature, dozens of feet in the air on a throne of skulls and bones. They seeming to be throwing energy back and forth, not that you could see, but that you can feel. Their presences reach out, and they batter against each other. The creature on the throne looks down at you and says, "A lot of nerve bringing dear old dad. What, is my punishment overdue?" He says, rolling his eyes in the direction of this enormous creature behind you. Upon his utterance, you hear the sound and feel the vibration of an enormous three-toed foot slam into the ground. Geysers of lava fly hundreds of feet in the air and freeze into stone midway through, only to slowly begin melting back down from the bottom, as the energy around you seems to be warping whatever plane you stand on, somehow under both creatures' control.
Do I have any hints of what either of them are? I know I met before with the Flammerum Rex, and I didn't know what he was, but do I recognize this creature, like any religious entity, anything at all?
Religious? No. But now that you stare at him, if you get rid of the horns, and the spikes, and the skull of bones, and the weapon, and the weird skin clothes, he looks kind of like a gray orc.
So get rid of... Okay. He, like the orc god?
No, like just like he just
like a very large gray orc.
Yeah, like imagine a regular orc, and you just palette swapped their green skin for gray skin. I mean, orcs are not gray. You know this. All orcs are some shade of green. If you just took away all the scary stuff, the spines, the bones, the everything, and he was just standing there in front of you the way you are standing in front of him, and you simply changed his shade from gray to green, he would look exactly like any orc you've ever met, just walking through a village. He would look like a regular guy in that circumstance, though he clearly does not look like that now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And he mentioned dear old dad, and obviously gesturing to Flamium Rex. Did Flamium, I know that whole event happened, but did he respond at all, or is he just looking at me right now?
He's looking at the creature with what you can assume is barely contained rage, but for some reason he has not acted. Whether that's because he cannot or knows he shouldn't, you have no idea. You know only that he hasn't, despite the fact that with you, he has.
Okay. And has the Flammarium Rex, I'm just going off the nameplate here, looked at me at all, or is he just still eye contact?
He's looked at you. He's acknowledged that he can see you, but his attention is squarely focused on the creature on the throne.
Okay. I guess we'll see how this plays out till they say something that I can latch onto. I'm standing in between two gods here. I'm just not.
Yeah. The creature on the creature on the throne, in an attempt to what seems like continue to goad the creature that stands behind you, begins to speak to you, and he goes, "Tell me, what lies has he filled your mind with, in his infinite wisdom? The king of nothing, the man who walks with none behind him, the man who claims to learn what he couldn't have known, only to learn it in hindsight when it was all but useless." And the more he talks, like, the more you see the lava around this creature behind you seem to bubble and roil like currents are going underneath, as though it was like deep ocean water, but it moves quickly, faster than lava should ever move. Like a pyroclastic flow is underneath the lava and swirling it like whirlpools, as this language is so intentionally inflammatory. The creature behind you is seemingly either falling for it or unable to control it. And as the creature on the throne continues, he goes, "For everything, I assume your being here is as a result of touching something you probably shouldn't have, seeing as that's the prison in which now the three of us reside. So, I assume in doing that you had an objective. I'm bored enough to hear you out." And he kind of gestures towards you to speak.
The prison. It was and I kind of look up at Flammarium, like looking almost for like permission as he kind of holds up. I don't have the actual gem of the Inferno Protector with me, I'm assuming at this time, but I'm
No,
like,
you're just standing there.
I looked at him, I'm like, the gem that you said housed the soul of your friend? Like, is that the prison we're talking about right now, or is it the headdress?
The creature raises an eyebrow and begins to chuckle. Another lost friend. Are we going for records now, Father? What does that bring you up to? 2, 3 million? And he almost bellows at this notion. And the creature behind you continues to grow enraged, though he does look at you and say, "No, this is of a different sort. A curse long since cast that even I can't break. And a past forced into the future."
What's the curse? What is this and he gestures, what is this place?
The man on the throne stands up to his full height, now towering over you just because of the sheer altitude of the throne itself and his own size, as his own seemingly enormous creature, though not as big as the creature behind you. And he goes, "I find it interesting, your lack of knowledge. I assume your bond is either fresh, or Father hasn't lost his old habits and hasn't told you everything that matters. I love stirring up trouble, so I'll do it." And then he kind of takes a step down or two off of his throne, and he simply says, "What do you know, little orc, about the first people?" Roll a history check.
Oh god.
Not much. In fact, arguably nothing. You know,
Yikes.
with
the first people, like the first orcs.
Yeah, that he just says the first people. I would say within.
No,
8,
no,
yeah.
I'm asking like that because I have an 8. I know nothing.
Oh, and then he'll say, "Sure, we'll focus on that." And to which you would know, but the DC for this would be 5. Is you would know that the first tribes of orcs did not settle where they are now. Where they are now is where they were kind of corralled after the last big war, like a couple hundred years ago, not counting the skirmishes with the Human Empire. They are originally from the islands to the west of what you would now know as the north. There's a series of islands surrounded by sea monsters that is almost perpetually summer despite its location. And you know that the original tribes, like the Tooth tribe, the Claw tribe, like some of the first orc tribes, were they migrated from those islands, and eventually, after a long period of time, the future tribes settled where they are now, and then the current hierarchy has taken over since who knows how many thousands of years.
Okay. It's just that the first people were from the islands to the west of this current land before they came over to settle to my homeland. I don't know much of them.
He laughs visibly. Settle? Is that what history says? Settle? No. You ran. Ran because you had no chance, and neither did him, he says, pointing to the creature behind you. Funny thing about this world. When you ask those of us who are old enough to remember what it looked like before. But when everyone's favorite dead god wandered aimlessly through these lands, his existence sprouted forth life unintentionally. This is how you got creatures like elementals. They simply spawned into existence from the sheer magical density warping the elements around him. Sometimes, this person who I suppose you would call the over-god, the first god, Ophis, decided to throw his weight around, out of boredom, curiosity, who could say. In doing this, reality warped sharper, harder, and created creatures of which there could be only one. Singular instances of aspects of reality that could not be changed, destroyed, or altered. He's one of the first ones. The first one, in fact. He is the tyrant of fire, the king of fire, the Flammarium Rex, whatever you call him. And he ruled what was once a supercontinent, now the islands that you speak of. I'd say with an iron fist, but, and then he gestures to his tiny arms, almost tauntingly, not quite. He, in his eons of existence, only sought destruction, death, burning. And he destroyed everything that he came across, living, dead, elemental, plant, even rock, burned and melted in his presence to sate his boredom. He continued this until he overstepped. He ran into the second of the first, a woman whose name he is no longer allowed to speak, nor am I, who decided he was too noisy, too troublesome, and so she offered a challenge. She would put forth only herself, and in exchange, he could put forth everything that he'd conquered and created, his legions of creatures that looked like him, some big, some small, some carnivorous, some herbivorous. This essence that he exuded created copies, duplicates, lesser versions that he instinctually controlled like a horde. Millions. Unstoppable. Versus one woman. The fact that he's standing behind you is because he lost tragically. One word from her mouth uttered a curse that separated him into pieces. But it didn't kill him. That would be too easy. He was split, destroyed. And the curse propagated like a virus, infecting the minds of every single one of his creatures like him, robbing them of their intelligence and their sentience, leaving only monstrous beasts behind. He was frozen in pieces and watched everything he had created rip out the throats of everything else he had created. All his fault, because his boredom caused him to overstep. Everything thrown away, nothing valued, lives lost for no gain. And to end it all, she simply giggled and returned to her forest, the definitive victor. The person, he says, doing air quotes, you speak to in me. I'm a fragment. I'm one of what was shaved off from the creature you know, who, over the eons, has learned to despise him. Because simply existing for me violates natural law. I shouldn't be here having this conversation. Instead, I am trapped in here in a prison not of my own making, for a crime I did not commit, an offense I did not partake in, to a woman I've technically never met. All him, he says, pointing to the creature behind you. All him, my father, or I'm sorry, creator, you could say. I'm a literal chip off of his old block. Head, that is. Because for as much intelligence as he portrays, he's just a beast, like all the rest. And you notice at no point does the creature behind you correct him. He simply maintains his gaze.
Sorry, that is
A lot, yeah.
a lot to take in. So you and I'm sorry, sir. What should I call you? I don't want to refer to you as you.
You can call me the part of him that, despite him maintaining, he has all since lost. I'm wrath in its truest form.
So how many fragments of, and he kind of looks around, it's like, so if you are wrath, and this is, and he looks at the Flammarium Rex, and he goes, so what's left if you've lost all of your emotions? Was the second life I lived real? What happened?
He looks down at you. My eternity in prison, imprisoned in my own mind. The suffering in time helped me to learn the value of life. I was cursed never to interact with it again, but I could observe it. I could feel through it, influence it slightly. The gem that you hold is the unfortunate end result of a soul I took compassion on, because I also lost everything in one foul swoop to one awful decision that I wish I could take back, but can't. That's why I guarded it so harshly. Self-reflection, selfishness that even I can't shake, and I acknowledge that. Though that doesn't rob his experiences, nor does it rob the experiences you have shared with it, or its power. It's true he says, referencing, looking at Wrath, may despise me, as I guarantee you I despise myself more. But even I couldn't truly say the level of damage I have sustained. Technically speaking, the first cannot be killed. We retain too much of a magical imprint on this world. Were we to be destroyed, we would simply reform. Somewhere else. Different name, different form, but reform nonetheless. Except for me. I have been separated in ways I can't comprehend, through magics I can't understand or replicate. My life is over. Forever. Because of one awful decision. And in recruiting you on the mission you have, I seek to atone through your actions, to upend the damage I caused with mine. That's all I can say.
So, you wish to help save what remains of the world from the Star Scourge, rather than standing by and letting everything go away again.
I want this world to continue to exist. Because as long as it exists, it can continue. Whatever the path may be for it, it can continue. That is my penance from the one who originally was the first threat. The creature who wished to end it all through conquest and tyranny. I don't care who is born, dies, empires fall, they rise. I don't care. So long as they have a chance to. The Star Scourge do not allow for this. So I cannot count them as part of nature, part of the world that it exists as, whatever they may be. Even I don't know what they are. I was long since scattered before they ever made their presence known. I simply know that they are a threat.
So what will happen now that you and Wrath are here together? It sounds like you haven't ever seen one another. And Wrath, you've just been here waiting, forgive me, but bored. What happens now?
Now I make a oh, wrong voice. Now I make a decision. I suppose I could stay here for another millennia or two and hope someone is dumb enough to enter this place, at least someone more entertaining. Or I can make life harder for him, he says, kind of like rubbing his chin and looking at the creature behind you. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And then he says, and he moves his hand, and this almost like red energy glows. And you watch as the lava around you almost gains sentience. It rises up and almost takes the form of several dozen massive hands. And you watch as they all fly down, and they seem to grab and grapple both you and the creature behind you. The feeling of fire burns, not your flesh, not your skin, not through your clothes, but through your very soul. A flame that you can't verbalize the burning. So much so that eventually you white out, and then you red out, and then you black out. And you wake up and you're standing like right next to Addie in an alleyway, and you just stopped walking for some reason. That was fucking weird.
Wait. I had so many more questions. No.
When you come back, Addie's hand is like on your arm, like, Calyx, hello, are you okay?
I don't know. I don't know. I think I need to take a minute once we get out of the city and regroup with everybody. I think I just need to lay down. I just need to
lay
think
down
for a
in the
second.
cart on the way out.
Maybe I might do that.
Okay.
I don't know. I think something about this headdress just connected with the soul weapon.
Speaking of the headdress, Calyx, you're moving and you're talking. You notice as you're moving, the headdress isn't. Like, it's not moving the way a hat moves, like when you move your brow, or when you kind of like adjust your hair. You kind of touch it. It doesn't come off.
I tried to take it off. I can't take it off.
It doesn't come off.
What?
Uh-oh.
In fact,
Oh, no.
the more you try to pull it off, the hotter it gets. To the point that you feel like if you were to force it, it would start to burn your flesh.
I hope you like it.
Well,
That's yours now,
Addie,
baby.
we might have a problem.
I can see that.
I can't take the hat off.
Aren't you there with them?
Hmm.
Cole,
Yeah.
did you keep going? Because if I remember right, only Addie noticed I stopped moving.
You were like 100
Well,
feet
with-
away from the bar. Even if he's in the bar, he can still see you. You're just in the alleyway,
Okay,
100
fair
feet in
enough.
front of the door.
I'm gonna assume that Cole stopped with guys. We have a problem.
Yeah.
Cole, can you disguise this?
Uh,
Cole, I don't know. Cole, I don't know. Is he yourself?
No.
Then no.
Cole, do you have like a head wrapper? How big is this thing? Does it look like I'm wearing a giant T-Rex skull right
dude,
now? What is this
it
thing
looks
look
like a Native American headdress. It's like 2 feet tall, made of leather, rainbow glowing leather, with large feathers and bones
okay,
that
I
stick
have-
upwards,
Why?
and they shimmer
Why?
in
I have a
like red,
question.
blue, yellow, green, like they kind of rotate
We're
slowly like a
fucked.
kaleidoscope.
There's no way.
They don't
Ophis, I have a
emit
question.
light. They don't emit light. But the longer you look at them, the more the color, almost like a mood ring. The longer you look at them, almost the gradients of colors change slowly over time.
Oh my God.
Well, let's wrap
Wait,
half
hold
your head
on.
with
Hold on a
bedroll.
second. Opus, I have a question.
Yeah, you may ask.
How
Give the
long
cloak
would it
pillow.
take for me to use the silver hair dye? I haven't dyed my hair.
To dye on what?
My hair.
Oh, I mean, you already dyed your hair, so
What? When?
when you
Before.
told me you were buying it and doing it, and I said you could just do it.
I didn't know I did it. I thought I just bought it.
No, I assumed you were gonna apply it that night when you bought it, so I just was like, yeah, sure, it's
I
hair
was
dye.
staving it. I
Oh,
was
I'm sorry. Then you
staving it
didn't. It would take like
for like a moment like this.
I don't know. Fucking how long does hair dye take? Women in the Discord call. I don't know.
It really depends
That depends on the
length
dye.
and the
Hours.
dye.
Not
12
5 minutes.
seconds.
I don't
It
know.
would have to
like an
you'd have
hour.
to wait like 30 minutes for it to set. There's no
okay.
way.
All right.
You also need water and
Wait, one second. I do have traveling clothes. Can I just like kind of do it like a makeshift kind of like?
You're just gonna put
I
like a
have
turban on
lot
your
of hair. Like I have
So,
a
like,
lot
I
of
was-
hair here that I need. I'm like growing out, trying to keep safe from the elements.
Sure.
I was gonna
I did
give
stay
up my
right with a
cloak,
bedroll.
but I didn't. Then I can't disguise myself.
Yeah.
I don't. I already lost my bedroll, and that would be weird to wear, right? Everybody,
Yeah.
right? Not this headdress that's stuck to my head.
Shouldn't have picked it up.
I almost kind
We
of
got
feel like
some
you
fruit,
need the
we can
cloak
say you got
more
a
than
head
I
basket.
do.
Look, the only saving grace is I don't think anybody's realized what happens. But can I borrow that cloak, and I'm just gonna put it around, keep the headdress under, and pull the hood.
It's a cloak of many fashions. You can make it cover. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it completely cover.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna leave it so my face is still exposed, but I'm
Yeah.
kind of hiding the whole.
I don't think
Headdress.
I don't think it is, but can you just check to make sure Cloak of Manufacturing isn't attunement based?
I think it's attunement based.
I don't think it is. I don't remember.
Just
attuning
double check
for
the
it.
card. Just double check the card.
Hold on.
Please stop.
Please no, right? Seriously,
Oh,
it
no.
is not.
It's not okay. Then in that case, yeah, you put it on and activate it just fine. Though, Addy, you are no longer disguised. You are
Disguised.
just
Thank you, Addie.
Mm-hmm.
you. And now you can go get your horses or whatever if you want. You know.
Yeah.
How long did that whole ordeal take?
Everything. He just about 6 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, you said like 5 minutes of memories hit him all at
Yeah,
once.
literally between steps, he just kind of froze and he experienced 5 minutes of time in 6 seconds, which, not great for the human brain, orc brain, whatever. And then Addy was like, "Hey, yo, you good?" And he's like, "The headdress won't come off."
Yeah. Just bad.
Let's get the horses and let's get in the cart and meet up with everybody.
You
Let's
get in the horses.
skedaddle.
All your stuff is where you left it. You grab everything. You make your
Everybody
way
get
through
robbed.
town. You have horses and carts, so you make it to the gate relatively quickly. And you are met with 2 guards and a closed gate.
Question
I'm
before we
going
get
to be sitting
go
in the
ahead.
back.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was just
sorry.
gonna say before we get to the gate, Calix, you were gonna lay down in the back, which is not a bad idea, and we'll tether off the 3rd horse. I'll have it next to it.
And I'm gonna, while we're doing that, I'm checking for like any changes, and I'm just trying to rest this migraine that's going on.
The migraine after a few minutes fades away. It seems like the migraine itself was stemming from time itself
5
not
minutes
making
and 6
sense.
seconds.
Yeah, trying to fit time that doesn't exist where it shouldn't be, or where it should be, but there's no space for. That kind of faded with time as you just kind of, as 5 or so minutes passed, it almost mentally, your mind, your id adjusted to it. That little subtle heat of the headdress, however, is always just there, like a hand warmer. That it's always every couple seconds that like you re-feel the heat. You're like, oh, I remember that it's there. It just never seems to go away. Not enough that it hurts. Not enough that you're sweating. Not enough that it itches and you can't scratch it. Just enough to remind you that it's there.
As if hitting heads on doorways wasn't a problem already.
Yeah, 2 extra feet now, guys. 2 extra feet.
Well, remember, it's a headdress.
Oh, boy.
It's feathers. They bend.
All right. So he's laying in the back. I would assume the other horse would tether next to Addie. Hopefully, it'll listen to her better.
You could just tether it to the cart. The cart can holds 1 horse, and then you could just have 1 horse on either side.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
And then I assume Addie's driving the cart. She's a druid. I'm not going to make her make checks to walk the horses in a straight line.
Boop, boop.
I'm fairly confident she can handle that. And then, yeah, you get to the front gate, and there's 2 guards, and there's a closed gate, and they're just staring at you as you approach.
And also, I believe I did as soon as we got out of the, or I was still changed. My outfit's
Yeah,
not the same, right?
you use the gem to cast Disguise Self, which, mind you, only lasts
Yeah.
an hour, so you're like 45 minutes left on that, but you are technically in different clothes.
Yes. Okay.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
And then the guards halt you at the gate, and they say, "Oh, more travelers at 1 a.m. Interesting. We usually get none. How can we
More?
help you?"
What, another group went through?
Yeah, 3 individuals just left here not long ago. They said that they were more comfortable traveling at night, so they asked us to open the gate and let them go on their way. Strange, but there's no rule against it. If they want to risk the perils of the night, I suppose I'm not one to stop them.
To be honest, we just finished up at the bar and they didn't have any more rooms left. So we were just going to start on our journey.
It happens. Major trading hub city, especially with the border to the north being closed, there's a lot of merchants backed up hoping for changes. I wish it would change. I wish there were other towns where different mercantile efforts could be fixated, kind of spread out the populace of the empire a little more, but that's the life we live. You're looking to hit the road then?
Yeah. I can't, I don't want to sleep right now at this point. If I can't get a bed, I might as well make progress.
Fair enough. It's about 3 days to King's Spear if you go to the south through the mountains, or, funnily enough, about 3 days down to the east to head to Orange Bloom. If you don't mind a few nights of camping, I'm sure both of those places have decent lodgings. Give me a moment and I'll have the gate open for you. And he begins to winch the gate up. After about a minute, the gate opens. He gestures for you to pass through.
All right, we're just going to keep going.
You pass through and you hear the gate close behind you rapidly.
As we pass through, Eddie's gonna give them both like a nod of thanks and just keep driving the horses forward.
They nod back, and one of the guards on the outside will be like, "Mind the roads. Monsters travel heavy at night." Seeing as neither of the two people they can see look particularly armed.
Wrong.
So he's like, "Be careful."
Thank you, sir.
And they fade off into the distance as they close up the gate and they continue their watch. At the
While
speed,
they're taking the cart, I guess I'm gonna get into my heavy armor as well. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna take a while, but yeah, you can do it throughout the entire
Like
cart
10
ride.
minutes.
Yeah, throughout the entire cart ride, and then
Wait. Ooh,
I thought it was
hold
like
on, he's able to put it on
no,
in 10
I don't think
15
it isn't.
minutes?
Isn't it like an hour for heavy armor? I thought 10 minutes.
That's
is
what you
medium.
just said before. That's why I didn't put on mine.
I will double check
I'm double checking right now.
because I remember it being an almost unreasonable amount of time.
Heavy armor takes 10 minutes to don.
Is it only 10
Oh, then I
minutes
would-
to don? Oh, then yeah, then I'll say Onyx
It's taking
can.
5 minutes to take off.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, because I would have put it. I would have
I
been
thought it was
putting it
way
on
more than
as
that.
for.
In that case,
Sorry,
I'll just say I'll say during your watch, you just kind of Onyx, you could slap your armor on, like it's not a big deal.
Okay, what is my AC?
It would just be the armor value, no dex added, and then your shield.
Yeah, I gotta do the math.
Yeah,
now.
I want to say you were wearing splint, so it's like 17 plus shield, so 19. I want to say because you didn't buy plate mail and you didn't steal the plate mail that was in the museum. So
yeah, it's definitely splint. So
yeah,
19
so
sounds
19.
right.
And then in that case, Calyx, you put your armor on. You guys, after only about 10 minutes, because you have the speed of a cart and horses, you meet at the rendezvous place. I will say about a minute before you show up, Brontes and Onyx, who are taking watch, will see you approach in the cart. They'll recognize that it's you because Brontes has superior dark vision. And then they will welcome you into the pseudo camp they have made. You see Sai half napping on the floor in the dark next to no fire, almost shivering a little, as it is a cool September night. And the party has reconvened. Cart party, you noticed a distinct lack of a small child.
Eddie's gonna look around a little bit and go, "Where's Flower?"
I'm assuming Sai is passed out or kind of passed out and doesn't
You
hear
can
this.
choose to be asleep, but you don't have to be asleep for a short rest.
Oh.
You're just resting. You can't do physical activity or things that are mentally strenuous, like taking watch or crafting or repairing armor or anything like that.
Okay, well then I guess Sai will sit up and kind of look very forlorn and upset. Nox
Did you-
and Luna took her.
What do you mean took her? Was that her
Huh.
sister?
No, they. Oof.
Okay, Sai, that's
What do you mean poof?
Sai. That's basically Sai asked Nox for the information regarding Effie. And the answer was, I'll help you because you helped me. And then she said, Effie is everywhere. And then some type of teleportation thing happened. I think Sai said it seemed like it wasn't a spell slot based thing, so we're not exactly sure what that means, but they all three disappeared in one shot.
So she's just
And
gone?
that was shortly after you guys left, and then the fighting sounds dissipated, so we didn't know what was going on, and we needed to make a decision, and the decision was to reconvene where we had previously discussed to discuss next
And they
steps.
said nothing else.
They were gone.
Did-
They didn't say anything else.
They quite literally
Flower
said
I mean-
only the
with
like
them.
5 or so words and left.
But I mean, they said they weren't planning on leaving the city, right? Maybe they haven't gone far?
Clearly, they fucking knew more than they were letting on.
Did they seem surprised at all when they poofed away, or like it was an intentional poof
No,
on
it
their
was
part?
intentional. They did it on purpose.
Wait, did we notice that?
No.
They
Yeah, I was
looked.
gonna say.
You're
I
free
mean,
to
the
draw,
way
I mean,
that
no
she-
one rolled
the
for
way
it. You're
that
free
she
to draw your own
spoke-
conclusions.
Yeah, the way that she spoke implied to me that.
Maybe it was a code to say out loud
I mean,
to
maybe.
trigger something.
Effie is everywhere.
Signal to someone else to transport them somewhere.
Maybe.
I will say, Addie is very clearly distraught when you are telling her this.
We have to go back. We have to find her.
We also need to not get found.
Well, we can.
We got to put our heads on before we do something stupid.
We already did something stupid.
Yeah, and it got us nowhere, so let's not dig a hole even deeper.
But they don't. Well, we have the. Well, oh, wait, no, I don't know that Onyx wanted the painting. Besides that,
We certainly can't just roll back up to the guards that just let us all go in two separate parties.
we
I
can.
think
Like,
Maybe
I
we
think
wait
it
till
would-
morning, hope it's not the same set of guards.
That
I
gives
think-
them. That gives so much time for them to get away with Flower faster. It's been like almost an hour now since that time.
Well, here's my problem. I'm hurting. Those traps kept hitting me. So before I do anything, I'm not going to be much help.
Yeah, I'm.
Ophis, just to clarify, I'm still like looking around as we're talking.
Yep, you maintain your watch and you continue to see no activity, no movement.
We just hear all the dice rolls.
I'm not touching dice. That's not me.
Oh,
That's
touching
not me
dice.
gaslighting. My hands are on my
100%.
cross.
I feel like it's a Brontes thing just to fuck
I
everyone.
am not touching my dice. They're all in their cases up on my desk
I'm
shelf.
drinking water right now, and it might be. The
I
point of the
swear
call.
to
No,
God, I
there's been
fucking
dice
heard
rolling this
ice.
whole
I
time.
thought I did too.
No, honest to God,
thought I
I
heard
haven't
this.
I
touched
will
dice.
send a picture of all of my dice up there. I am not touching them.
Bro, am I fucking
No,
losing it
no,
right
because
now?
I've heard
No,
it. for the
I
last
heard
20
it.
minutes.
Again, I think it's my glass of water.
Anyway,
Drink from your
unimportant. For metaphysical dice aside, continue.
I don't
I
trust
lost
you.
my train because I'm not supposed to know that Onyx wanted the painting. So I'm like,
Basically, you
Not
left
what
off,
we
you
did,
left
we
off
did our
on people of Cole and Sai basically being like, "We are beat to shit. Even if we find her, we won't be able to do much. Like, what's the plan? Like, how are we gonna handle this?"
I think
I don't think we have much of a choice other than to wait until morning, get some rest, and hope they haven't gotten far.
well,
Maybe they're counting on us not coming back into the city. We did literally just help them rob the fucking magistrate. Like,
That
They
didn't seem
can-
very
and she literally said that they had no reason to leave the city. Maybe they are still there, and maybe they will still be there in the morning.
I think there's a little more going on. And I'm gonna look to Sai and say, have you told everybody that one thing about
Sorry.
Flower?
didn't because I was leaving that up to you since you know more about it than me.
I'm sorry, what thing? What are you talking about?
I'm now confused.
I'm not
So
sure. I guess
when
it's yours to speak as to what it is, and I'll jump in.
okay, well, you know that thing that I can do where I like see into the far away, I guess, or like different
Other
planes.
planes.
The
Yeah.
way that you saw the eye that was following Onyx, right?
Yeah. Well, when I was looking at all of us that first time, I leech and then saw kind of like half glances in Onyx's direction, but like doesn't finish. Um, we each have like a soul spark thing in our chest, just like this little like energy essence that sits in the center of our being. I actually tried to like press a little bit on yours, Calyx. Not really intentionally, I just kind of like zoned out on it. Um, Let me tell you, not a great idea. And then when I looked at Flower, she didn't have one. And then when I tried to gaze a little bit further to, I guess, figure it out, it tried to. It wouldn't let me out. And it laughed.
Did
It
something
laughed?
laugh?
It was like this really ominous little, like, like, like a, I don't know. It was scary. And I had to fight my way out of it because it wouldn't let me go.
If you'll
That's
remember,
not ominous or
it
anything.
also burned you with. It also melted you.
Oh, yeah, and it kind of burned me a little bit, like how she does the acid thing. Yeah.
That sounds mildly inconveniencing.
Onyx is going to jump in a little too. He's going to be like, look, that plus the fact that overnight she went from being a little girl to preteen, question mark?
10, 11.
Yeah.
Preteen. There's clearly things that are not adding up, and I think any investigation into this needs to be careful, needs to be thought out, and we're clearly dealing with something more powerful than just a little girl and two women, especially with the statement of Effie is everywhere. Something's just not adding up.
You think it could be like a deal?
It could certainly be a deal. It could be an entity.
Yeah, I was
Why
gonna
a
say
little
maybe
girl?
maybe Effie isn't our sister, but just the name that she remembers. But it could be something more than just a person.
Is there anything I could roll to see if there's anything in magic that I would know for that? Like
For
deity wise?
for this, not really. This is more like
Okay.
an issue of patrons. You'd need
Mhm.
to be someone who has a patron, so like a warlock, a paladin.
Okay, so no.
Would-
I'll
I
take
was
that.
going to say, I was actually about to ask the same thing. Could
Yeah.
I roll?
You can roll a religion with advantage.
Religion with advantage. Oh, why is my advantage clicked? Okay.
Yay.
Where the fuck is religion? It's going to be ones.
With a 9, you don't know a ton about this because your situation is more than likely rather unique, given the context of how you went about your stuff. It is not impossible for someone to make a deal or have a deal made on their behalf with a patron. The patron, there's no rule that says it needs to give you the correct name or be honest. They just need to abide the deal. So the idea that was posed of what if this creature just is like she's remembering it as a creature named Effie. Technically speaking, it could be a powerful devil, it could be a powerful demon, it could be a powerful elemental. If it gave the name Effie, there's no rule against that. It could just be lying. So long as the other aspect of the deal, whatever was given in exchange for being taken, was in accordance with the deal, they are not breaking any rules. So it's completely plausible.
So I'm going to kind of relay that to the party that, I mean, Effie might be the name she remembers, but as long as the deal is the deal, whatever that deal was. And again, something doesn't add up with her individually, considering we found her basically, as a little girl, not talking or anything, and then all of a sudden, overnight, she became a preteen. There's pieces here that don't make sense. And I fear that when you look into certain matters, we're not going to like the answers, nor may we all be equipped for it.
Regardless, we had a deal, and we are responsible for her regardless of what's going on, and I don't think we can just leave her. I know we agree we have to come up with a level plan right now, but I just want to make sure we're on the same page that we're not going to leave this town without her.
I also don't think we can all go back into town. Look, when we exited, the guard already mentioned a group of 6 people doing burglary stuff. Now, we know what that was. But then tonight, we don't know what's happened. A group of 6 people matching a very similar description of a very distinct group of people.
Very distinguished gentlemen.
I think, if anything, not everybody can go in. Plus, no one ever actually informs anybody here in the city about the situation.
Situation, you mean the whole thing we just went through? Or something else? I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
I think he's talking about the Star Scourge.
Yeah, I was trying not to drop that word.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
It's not he who shall not be named. Like, we can say it in front of each other.
Around this non-existent campfire.
Onyx is very careful about what's said out loud, if you haven't noticed.
So we still have to go back anyway and tell the mayor.
Yeah.
I think maybe a limited group of people that can easily blend in.
Well, we've learned what happens when we split up, and I don't want anybody else to get taken anymore. I don't want anything to happen to anybody. I know it's a risk, but it was also a risk sneaking into the mansion with everybody, rather than just 2 or 3 of us. I think that while some of the more notable people maybe hang back a little bit and not go with the rest of the group, I think that would be fine.
Brontes, do me a favor, roll an Arcana check. Okay. Logically speaking, you weren't able to deduce the center or the cause of the teleportation. Whatever caused that, the fact that the teleportation wasn't short range, like it wasn't like a Misty Step or like a 60-foot type thing, it's relatively powerful. Probably can't be used again, but if the source were to get a rest in, it could probably be used again. You operate on the assumption that that whatever caused the teleportation is currently on recharge. You do not know how long you have, magically speaking, before the charge resets, and if the charge resets, you still don't know the range of the teleport. Magically speaking, you're on a proverbial clock.
I'll relay that to everyone.
Then I don't think there's any time to waste. If we wait, they could be miles away from the city next time.
We don't know the actual range of the spell. It could potentially be that, so.
Is there any... But we don't know what the spell is. Oh god,
Exactly.
I'm racking
Unfortunately,
my
you rolled
brain.
a little too low.
Can we?
You rolled a little too low for that, unfortunately, on that first Arcana check.
Here's the question too. So Nox, like you said, didn't want to necessarily leave, and coming fresh off the heist, obviously she didn't have her thing. So yes, I agree. There's a very good chance she's still very close. She wouldn't have gone super far, considering Luna and her didn't have their stuff.
So they probably went to their home. I'm gonna assume
We don't know where that
pact or
is.
something. No, but we do know the leader of a crime syndicate in town who might be able to get us information.
We do.
He's got a point.
And it seems like somebody like Knox would stand out no matter how much they try to hide themselves. Somebody has to slip up at some point. And if Brontes is right and we're on a clock,
Proverbial
clock, I think if we, however we get back into town, we can discuss that later. Game plan right now is to go, and I don't know what we have to do, buy the information, figure it out, but maybe use size connections and get information on Nox before it's too late and we can't save Flower. We
Can I
don't
have a
even know what's
follow-up?
happened to her.
Did
And
I
bef-
ask
What's
Fang
that?
anything about this before? I can't remember.
About what?
Can I
About
recall?
what specifically?
About Nox.
Fang's the one who
And
told.
Flower.
Fang's the one who told you about Nox.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you went to talk to Nox, and then you never went back. So.
Right.
Do you think we can spare enough time for Addie to dye and cut her hair to look different than when she walked out?
I also, well, right now we're still talking, but
Yeah, you're still
Well,
talking.
kind of
You're still
sounds
talking,
like
and
we
Sai
need
is
to get
currently.
back in pretty
Yeah,
soon.
you're talking, and Sai's currently about 40 minutes into her short rest. So.
also I want to make it clear: I do not think everybody going back in today is the best option.
Well, that's
I
why I'm saying I would look different.
I am highly opposed to going back into the city in general, just because, and I'm gonna gesture to the giant square that I'm not.
We can bury that. It's fine.
Absolutely not.
What do you mean
I don't think
absolutely
we
not?
should
It's just a
all
painting.
go back into the city either.
I am hesitant to all go back in the city, and two, we have to be careful because, Addie, how much time do we have?
How many days have passed?
3, 2, 3.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about
days.
the clock you're on for Kingspear?
For Kingspear, yeah. That's why I asked.
You learned that information, yes, on the first day you were here because you learned it in the town square. You did.
And you said it was we had like a week.
You had a week from when that was published, which was that day. So it's been 2 days. This is because it's rolled over to midnight. It's now like 1:30. It's technically you're on the third day of those 7 days. So the third day has just started as of an hour ago.
Did you take both knives?
So we have 4 days.
4 days, and it takes 3 days to get there. Assuming nothing happens during the travel, and you know there's a problem that happens on the travel, in the route that you have to take.
And also, guys, before we do anything, I would like to say again, I believe me and Sai are very hurt. Does anybody have a way of helping that? Because I don't even have potions anymore.
I'm on my short rest. I'm short rested.
Can I? I don't think it'll change anything, but this is just like an above board question. If I were to just pick up Sai and put her on the cart and she just rests on the cart, would that help finish her short rest?
You're really not
Or is
supposed
that
to
travel?
move. You're really not supposed to move during a short rest. But since she's so basically done with it, I'll allow it. But like, don't make a habit of it. Don't think you could just put 5 short resting people on a cart and then one person backpacks them and then you get infinite short rest. Like, I'm not gonna allow that. But in this one specific instance, because I pity you and because she's 85% done with it, I'll let it ride.
Thank you, God. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I already traumatized the orc enough between the T-Rex, the abomination, and the hat.
The hat. Don't
Hat,
get
hat,
me started on
TM.
the hat right.
Oh yeah, speaking of hat.
Look, I can't
Priorities,
take the hat off.
priorities,
It's a
priorities.
problem. But even if we have one day to figure out, if Sai can finish resting, Cole can rest while we go talk to Fang. She's probably going to be pissed. It's going to be 3 a.m. by the time we get back. But if she can tell us where or some information about Nox,
Yeah,
because Flower is
Not to
missing.
get involved, so
Well, unfortunately, now she's going to be involved. And Calyx is dead serious about this. He says that with no humor in his voice.
No. Okay.
So are we? Just so I understand, because I'm gonna have to prep the maps here in a second. Who's going back in the city?
What a way to fuck this up.
We're the most non-recognizable people that can blend in our party.
That would be me,
Like,
but I'm
I was-
very hurt.
Like I was asking before, if we could wait long enough for Addie to cut and dye her hair, Addie will
Short
look different
rest?
and she can go back.
I was like, yeah, you guys can decide to just like, you know what, short rest. Well, Sai will finish her thing. Addie can I'll let Addie dye her hair and short rest at the same time. Like you could all basically take the hour, short rest it up, and then just say that the rest of this conversation happened during that short rest. We'll say the short rest ends at about 2 a.m. if you guys want a short rest.
I would like. I kind of
Yes.
have to.
I mean, I would like a short rest too, but that's kind of up to Calyx.
Short rest is fine at this time. He's
No, I meant because I wouldn't be able to stand guard.
we can. Can't we stand?
Well, no,
guard?
you're not taking a
Or-
guard ship, but it's your passive, so you're not like actively like lookouting because you need to rest and like recover. So you're basically just picking one person and using their passive, which I assume you're going to pick Addie anyway because she has the highest one.
Addie,
Yeah, but she's short resting, I thought.
Yeah, you.
Okay, I'm misunderstanding.
You
Passive.
can still. You just can't actively.
You can't
look,
make a
it goes
perception
off of your
check.
passive.
Yeah.
No, it's just your active passive perception.
But Addie has a passive perception of 15.
Yeah,
so-
she's your best bet. So you might as well just stick her in the front and go listen while she's dyeing her hair.
Here, I also, not to metagame, I have a passive of 15, and I don't think Calyx is going to be able to rest easy on this, so he's going to be antsy and looking around.
We could just
Well,
say
we're-
we could say that Calyx is the primary
Sky
scout.
doesn't dream, right?
No, it's you don't have to sleep. You're just sitting for an
Okay.
hour.
So we're all short resting then, right?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay.
Also, just to clarify for this, as we're short resting, I mean, unless Ophis, feel free to interrupt me. Who's going to the city versus who's staying outside? Or we're having that conversation now.
Yeah, that's
We're
happening
having that
during the
conversation.
short rest. Whenever that conversation concludes, that will be the end of the short rest, and it'll happen at exactly 2 a.m.
Well, during the short rest, I'm using arcane recovery.
Yeah. You
I can go
stop.
back
It
in.
goes
I
off.
blend in, and I change my clothes.
Sai has the connections with the criminal stuff and Fang, so that might be helpful.
Calyx is definitely going in.
You're a little distinguishable, buddy. I'm just
Too
throwing that
bad.
out there.
I
Can
will
I
stay
put
outside
the,
the
can I
city.
put the cloak of billowing like around his crown, and so it's just
I-
like a billowing crown, like billowing cloak above his head instead of a crown.
I said that before.
Really?
The-
That's funny.
The billowing crown of many fashions. Let's make it. I have the. I have.
I was
Addie's
gonna ask
cloak
if I
in
could have my cloak back, but
Sure, if you want to put that cloak on me, let's do it.
Okay, I'll let you switch the cloaks. That's fine. Neither of them are attunement based, so.
Now Sai looks like shit again.
Okay, so just so that so far, currently, Sai, Cole, and definitely Calyx are 100% going into the city, right?
Yeah.
Who else is
Yeah.
definitely
Definitely
100%?
riding
Who else is definitely 100% going in the city?
Eddie was. But if I don't think more than like 3 of us should really
I
go
think
back.
yeah, I think it should be 3 and 3. No,
Well, I mean, we could always say that we met up on the road to the guards, and we all just go back in together after
Taylor, are
agreeing,
you
after hearing some noises in the woods that were like,
do we
actually,
really
this
want to
seems
be?
a little
Do we
silly.
really want to be lugging around stolen artifacts? I think the best.
Yeah,
bet
I
would-
feel like Calyx and
I'm
Onyx
gotta
are like
sneak
the
it
2
out to
people
bring
that
it
shouldn't
back.
be going.
We're sneaking in, regardless.
Well,
Especially
currently,
with the,
currently Calyx's
address.
thing is completely hidden, so he's just wearing a functionally a medieval like pseudo turban. It's completely hidden. You can't see his thing through his thing. It's just weird, but not the weirdest thing you've seen today. The
I'm a man
most
of
notable thing would definitely be the 4-foot square bedroll that Onyx is carrying on his back. That would be definitely the most notable thing of your party right now. That the average person would be like, that's weird.
We could just bury that, and we'll come back for
I-
it.
I do not think the party of 6 going into the city is a great idea. I am staying outside the city with the painter.
You would.
You have your things you need to do to try and rescue Flower. I have my own reasons.
So you. Do you
I
not? Just before anything else, just let me know. Do you care for Flower? Do you care that she's safe?
Good joke.
Oh wow.
I mean, if we're gonna be honest here,
How many breads have you eaten?
what?
What?
That was supposed to be muted for that. Ignore that. That's a reference. Don't worry about it.
I was so confused.
When I was confused how you realized it, me.
Okay.
We have a loaf of bread in front of us.
No, it's a reference to it's an anime. It's an anime reference. The JoJo fans will get it. It's fine.
Dude, me and Cole looked at each other. We looked at the bread on the table. We're like, "How the fuck? Where the hell is the camera?"
Oh, I
How
know.
did you hear the bread?
I know
I was like,
everything.
the bread should be the quiet part of this meal.
Anyway, my apologies. My apologies. I shattered the fucking
That
the
was
scene.
so funny.
The winds, they speak.
Way to ruin the moment.
Shout out JoJo's part 2, by the way. Anyway, continue.
Okay.
How can we continue with that?
Calix, you just said you care for Flower, right?
Yeah,
You
he
care for her
said
safety.
before the excuses,
for her
before
safety.
anything else, and he's looking Onyx dead in the eyes and goes, "Do you care for Flower?"
Do I care for Flower? I think I don't know enough about her. It's hard for me to care.
She's
About most people, most of anything. I value what she can give us in combat, though I'm not in love with utilizing a child. I'm also not in love with dragging around a child into everything we're doing. Do I want her to live safely? Live a long life? I guess that's what most people want for anyone. If you're asking the specifics, I'm not. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm not emotionally attached. I mean, I care. I hope she's safe. But I think we also have other things that need to be taken care of. And I think I have personally other obligations, other reasons. And I realistically think that all of us going into the city endangers 6 lives versus just 1. My opinions are on the numbers.
so then.
If you can save her, you save her. But if all of us go in there and all of us are captured or caught, then all of us are done. That's 7 versus 1. Whereas right now you're risking 3, but keeping 3 on the outside that could hopefully save 4.
I understand, but even if it was someone like Brontes, would you just wish him well? And wish that he stayed safe if he suddenly disappeared on us? Or is it because he has more combat potential that we should go back and help him?
Suddenly feel ill will just creep over my shoulders.
First off, again, he's not a child. He's in this voluntarily. She's a little girl that we've been dragging around to this that I didn't want to bring into this in the first place. She's not had a choice in any of this matter. Whether she wants, we don't even know if she wants to be with us. We don't know if she went voluntarily. We don't even know if they brought her back to Effie after those statements. To bring in Brontes is a completely different situation. Now, if you want to talk about pure combat prowess, yes, Brontes is obviously more valuable. But that's not where all of my feeling is from. Cole's pretty weak, but obviously I'm attached to him.
Bro.
Throw him under the bus, why don't ya?
Cole's gonna mage hand bitch slap him as he says
Oh
that.
wait, sorry.
Cole is
throw him under
still
the
actively
horse
bleeding
carriage,
out.
why don't ya?
I know!
Well, you got to roll hit dice.
I'm waiting for the moment that we can roll our hit dice.
Yeah, I'm waiting until you say the short rest is actually over.
He said as soon as our
As soon as
conversation's
the conversation's
done,
over.
we hit
So
the
as soon as
road.
you tell me what you're doing, because currently I'm just sitting here waiting for a consensus.
Well, you're letting the RP play out. That's
I
what
know.
it is.
I'm not the one who said anything. I'm just sitting here.
I'm going to get flour, and I think you're valid in all of your opinions. You do not have to come with us, and I think it could be a smart idea to keep some folks on the outside. There's no way we can hide all of these stolen items from anyone without the proper spells do so. But I mean, I dragged Flower into this. I dragged all of us into this, and if none of you want to go, I'll do it, and you guys can keep going. But we also still have to go back and finish our mission because we didn't do that. We have to recruit this town.
I agree with Sai. We have a responsibility to clove cross the kingdom and Flower. To your point, Onyx, yes, she knew that we wanted to take her to go meet back up with her sister, the person that she said cared about her. She did agree to that. And we took on the responsibility. I just don't want to see anything happen to any of us. I'm sorry I took a harsh tone, but I just want to make sure that she's safe. If she is reunited with Effie, then I am at ease if that is where Flower wants to be, and if she is safe. But we don't know what happened to her, and that will never sit right with me. I will always think about, if I leave tonight, I will always think about this day, just like I always think about my own past. And I'm just so positive you and Cole think about your own past, your regrets, things that you have let slide by you just to keep yourself safe, things that keep you up at night. This will keep me up at night.
I'm trying to go in and help you with this. Onyx is just not doing it for the sake of, I agree. I'd like him on the outside to come get my ass out of jail if we get caught.
I think take some paper birds. Let's be smart about this. Let's be rational. And let's be real. A group of 6 at the gate, they already are suspicious of us. We knew about that there was a group looking like us. And then let's be honest, leaving that place tonight, anybody survived the bears and the grease. They got a damn good look at a group of
It was
9
dim
people,
in there, right?
6 of which are going to sound fairly similar to that description.
Yes, it was, by the way. It was dim light.
What?
No,
Did we know if they were human?
They were.
Were they human?
They were all human. Yes.
I saw they had disadvantage on perception checks to identify us. It's fine.
They can see.
They were kind of distracted. So I mean,
Then, jokes aside, continue. Sorry, Onyx.
We were talking. I took a bite of bread.
No more bread.
How much bread
pieces of bread have you had?
I haven't even finished my first piece of bread.
But
I think I would like to sneak in. Personally, I don't feel like going through the gate is necessarily the smartest option, considering we just left.
To like sneak in.
I think
There's ladders all up and down the wall.
Yeah, but
I mean, like, we could just say, hey, we heard, like, what we thought might have been, like, the sound of a troll or something, and we just decided to come back. And
but then,
if one of you is more deceptive, we can just say that Onyx got mauled.
Oh, but what about the other 2? And then we're changing one of the party members.
What do you mean?
We came out 2 different groups.
we'll just gaslight them.
We'll
to
just
let
say
them
that
know
we
that
all
I've
came
always been
together.
This way.
Yeah, gaslight them. It's fine. My concern, though, was Onyx. Something.
Calyx agreeing with.
I already told him that we didn't
gaslight
come
somebody,
together. I said, "Oh, that's weird. A different group left." And I gave a
missed
totally
that.
different reason.
Well, yeah, but we
I
could say that
agree.
we met up, and like
Nope.
again, Onyx got mauled.
Okay. Guys.
And also, they didn't even see you leave, Calyx.
Exactly. I was in the back of the
You're
cart.
fine. Everyone else.
Let's do a couple things. One, I'd like everyone to stop using my name and call me Krim.
I'm gonna call you Grim, actually.
I like
not.
Grim better.
I'm gonna
Oh,
call you Grim,
Grim.
actually. It's Grim now.
It's better.
Krim.
And you have a
Grim,
fart.
like
Grim
G-R-I-M.
sounds better.
CRIM, yes.
G-R-I-M.
GRIM. I agree.
G-R-I-M.
I like the grim part better.
You have made a grave mistake.
I made a calculated decision.
All right, Grimmy. Whatever you say. Grim.
I'd like you to use that name going forward.
Okay.
It'll be grim, but
2.
sure.
Take some of the paper birds. I believe I have them. Be smart about it. If you want, I don't think telling them we came in multiple groups together, that we came in one group, is a good idea.
I already
I
told
mean,
them we did.
we could just say that we ran into each other and then I got scared and didn't want to keep going and turned around.
But then why did half of our groups each change?
Well,
Well,
realistically,
like the only person
Austin-
missing is Onyx.
No.
And Brontes.
Or Krim, I'm
Ash.
sorry. What I thought Brontes is staying outside as well.
Yeah, but the guards just saw 2 groups of 3 walk out, and now we're going to have different groups walk in. We mismatched the groups, and we already said our groups weren't together.
Well, like we could say that we met up on the road.
And that half the
I wanted
people
to
got
turn
mauled.
around.
No, just
Just say that we wanted to turn around. I was scared because I am terrified.
But you left with 2 different people, and you're coming in with 3 others.
Yeah.
Why
and
would you leave your other 2 behind if you got
seem
scared?
more reasonable and wanted to turn back with me, and I preferred that. So
Wait, I thought Addie was staying outside.
a quick
Addie's
The
trying to
original
hit
plan was
positive
Addie was gonna go in, hence why she was,
dyeing her
changing
hair.
her whole look.
She dyed her hair and
Now,
everything. She was going in. That was.
All right, then you know what? I don't want to go back through the gate. And if you guys are on board with creeping in, we'll just split it 3 and 3. I'll stay back.
I think.
I thought you wanted the stealth. That was the whole half the point of me going to help too, to be stealthy about it and sneak around. I'd rather not let my presence be known right off the rip again if they think we left. We're gonna be the only ones walking the streets at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather them think only 2 people are coming through the gate right now if we do send 4, and 2 of us sneak over a wall. Changes suspicions a lot in my head.
Okay, fair enough.
I
I
can
can
go
agree.
through the gate because I'll look different enough that
I
hopefully
can
they won't
sneak.
recognize me.
I can sneak. I can sneaky sneak with Cole.
If we do this, my concern is leaving Krim alone in the woods in the dark.
And Brontes.
I have
Well,
brought.
And Brontes.
I was gonna stay back with him.
Like again, like the guard said that there were trolls and other animals about. A troll is not something 2 very injured people can take care of easily.
Yeah. And neither is a city full of guards that could be looking for us.
But we don't know that they even identified us yet. Yes, it's a risk, but it's one if we at least stick to.
It's the same both ways.
Yeah.
It's
No
2-way
matter
street.
what, we have risks. I'm bringing it.
I would stay back here, but like I said, you guys want me there, and you 3 are the most invested in the flower. And I'm not saying to disregard any of that, but if you want me to help you with sneaking around and checking doors and stuff like that and trying to get in and out of windows with Psy, then I would suggest one of you outside stay, but neither of you want to put your emotions aside, and I understand why. But we also need to make sense here, because I don't love the idea of leaving a hurt Onyx here, Krim here, and Brontes, but we got to weigh out all of our options here.
The main concern is, imagine we might have to fight Nox and Luna, the person we just saved, and they were tearing apart that suit of armor. I think we need everybody if we have to fight them. If they are the ones who did this, if they were captured as well for whatever reason, after uttering the phrase "Effie is everywhere," and we have to fight them, we're gonna need everybody.
If you find them, we're not surviving that fight in the first place in our current state. They didn't really take as much damage. We have almost no way to heal. I'm out. I'm low on health. Several people are low on health. I know that might change in a few seconds.
I think it's becoming more of a scouting mission.
If you're going to do anything, scout, and that's why you have the paper birds. And if Addie's going with you, she can get a little rat to come over to us.
And then tell them to come in. But we need to find them first before we go guns out.
I hate to
Okay.
break it to you, but I can't.
Addie can turn into a rat.
Then we can do paper
do
birds.
that.
Then we can do
But
paper birds.
yeah, I don't have the animal messenger.
I could send the dragon, but it only
Prepared.
works for like a certain distance.
Oh, you
Not
mean the
gonna
fart cloud?
It's not very discreet. So
Maybe if you guys, Brontes and Onyx, set up camp a little closer to the wall and not 2 miles away.
I
was going to suggest that too.
in the open field.
No.
This is the furthest away where there's still cover.
This is the closest where there's tree cover.
Correct.
Yeah, this is the closest.
Oh, there was nothing in between.
No,
two
it's been,
miles.
it's been
2 miles
intentional.
of open.
It's been
Flatlands.
intentionally clear cut so that the town can see
Okay.
enemies coming from at least 2 miles away, in case they needed to prepare like a militia.
Okay.
So, let me just ask this real quick. Is it more beneficial for Addie to go or stay?
Should I stay or should I go?
nobody wanted to.
The thing, Addie, I do think it would make sense for you to stay here. I'm assuming you have conjure animals again, or at least one still.
Yeah, get them back on a short rest.
So if you guys get, No,
conjure animals,
you do
no.
not. There you go. Okay.
Sorry, not conjure animals. The other
You get-
thing.
You get wild shape
Where I
back
can
in a short
turn into
rest.
something. Yeah, wild shape.
that could be very helpful if something does come out of the woods against a hurt Onyx and a Brontes that's squishy. I mean, Crim.
This is gonna take some getting used to. Oh
Mm.
my god.
Yeah, the Crim part's gonna be tough.
Just another
I
city
live
name
with him.
on
Just
top
so
of
we
the
all
other.
get
Get
Yeah,
used to
boy.
using on
I'm,
it.
I'm just being honest. Only one person knew that this was coming.
Yeah, I didn't know either. This is bugging me.
But like,
could've
are
at
you
least
sure
told
you
me a
want
few hours ago.
Crimp? I mean, we have Cole, Psy, Calyx, and Crim. There's like the fourth C.
I am going to say this one more time. I'm not using Grim. I'm only ever gonna call you Grim now.
In an attempt
And
to
your
keep us
fart
on,
cloud is called
in
fart
an
cloud.
attempt to keep us on some kind of a path here, because it's been 30 minutes and you've all been talking in circles. At this point,
Probably always.
I'm just going to put my DM foot down and go, we are not taking a vote. You are either saying you're going into the city or not. Once you make that vote, the short rest will end. And then the people going into the city will go into the city, and what will happen will happen. I have made that decision. Please do so now.
Addie will stay back, I guess.
Grim will stay back.
Okay.
Brontes will stay back.
Okay.
Cole's on the way.
Calyx is going to the city.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going into the city.
Okay. In that case, everyone who's short
Onyx
resting.
is gonna hand them each a paper bird.
Okay.
What is Cole doing? I didn't hear Cole.
Cole's going
Sorry.
into the city.
I'm going.
Cool.
So now
I'm
everyone.
not going to walk
yeah.
right
And then
path with you guys.
everyone add one paper bird to your, or the 3 people going to the city add 1 paper bird to your sheet. Onyx
I
mark
marked
off 3
3
paper
off
birds.
mine.
Everyone who's short rested, please roll your hit dice now, and then click the short rest button so that you get all your short rest abilities back. If you'd like to use Arcane Recovery, you may do so. Your wild shapes go back up, etc., etc.
So how did the
Hit dice, we can roll as many times as we want, right?
Up to your maximum number of hit dice, yes.
Right, but like we don't
Which-
have to pick all. Like I don't have to roll
What
5
the
at
fuck?
once.
No, you don't have to if you don't want to. You can roll any number between 0 and, I think for you guys you're level 5, so between 0 and 5.
I don't like how you guys are rolling because it's going to take all mine to zeros.
I'm waiting for everybody else to finish before I do this.
I was doing the same thing. All right, I'll go now.
Wow, your name is officially changed in here to Crim.
Mhm.
God, I'll never remember Onyx now.
Took 2.
That's 3. 8. Do that first.
Okay, I'm gonna roll another
Zerk.
one then.
Arcane Recovery.
Oh, now I get a critical.
I do 1.
We get half our hit
You
dice
get
back
half
on
your
a long
half
rest.
your maximum number on a long rest. So for you guys, when you long rest, you'll get 2 hit dice back because you get 2.5 rounded down.
Cole, you're all done. Nope. Okay.
Oh, that's rough.
You know, the good thing about having a little
2
bit
of
of
my
health
4 were
is
nat
only
ones.
2 hit dice fills your health.
Right? That's wizards, baby.
Yeah.
So I have
And
I've
Arcane
used 3 of
Recovery
my
helps a little bit. Too.
5. I'm undeciding if I should use more.
I used 4 to get where I'm at.
I
I'm
had
at
to use 4
14.
because I rolled so low on the first 3.
Big
Jeez,
12.
dude.
Big 12.
Wow. That's not even an option for me.
Ah,
That's not even an option.
I don't think it's an option for
I
me.
literally just roll a straight D8.
No,
That's all I got.
he's rolling a D12 plus. I'm sorry, D10 plus
Yeah.
con. So
Yeah.
I'm the same. It's a
Yeah.
D12. A D8. For me.
I was like, you get a D12? That's
crazy.
insane.
That's crazy.
I don't think there's any class that gets a D12, right?
barbarians.
Barbarian.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Okay, in that case, everything goes off. Paper birds have been translated. Okay, the 3 people who are going into the city. Are you going into the front gate, or are you going in another way?
What are we doing? We're sneaking in,
I-
or are we just walking?
So,
right?
I would like to
Roll
sneak in. I would
inside.
say
You want to
because
sneak?
we observed, right, there was no guards on the walls when we left an hour-ish ago.
There was no guards in the entrance on the walls when you left an hour or so ago. The walls go completely around the city. So,
And it's not lit up or anything besides the 2 sconces outside the gate.
I mean, it's lit sparingly, but they're not like there isn't people carrying torches. Like there's enough
It's
torches
not
that you
lit
could
around
see.
the-
Yeah, there's enough that you could see
We're
the
2
ring
miles
of
away.
the
They're not going to
city.
see us from like
No,
a half a mile
no,
out.
they wouldn't. Not unless they were using
Okay.
some sort of implement or spell, but you don't think that's likely.
So as of right now, I'm gonna kind of walk behind Calix as a shadow almost, just in case.
Okay.
And we're gonna get as
Yeah.
close as we can to about when they would notice, and then I'll kind of split off
So
under
you're
sneak.
meat shielding.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say to Cole and Sai as we're creating this plan, they never saw me leave, so I could just be an adventurer from the road entering the city.
Yep.
Okay, am I sneaking in with Golden? Or am
Or
I
you
saying
could-
that I got really afraid and you seemed like a reasonable person and I ditched my friends?
That's perfectly valid with me as long as you think you can sell that.
I was really terrified leaving, so I'm honestly kind of happy we're going back, and I also didn't want to leave Flower anyway, so
Mhm.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
So Cole is
And-
gonna sneak in, and Sai and Calyx are gonna walk in through the front.
Okay.
Unless-
So Sai and
okay.
Calyx, I'll say like yours is the easiest. We'll do yours first.
Okay.
You walk up to the front gate. There's the 2 guards
I'm
outside
holding
the front gate.
Onto Calyx's sleeve.
Yeah, they look at you and they go, "Ooh, late entry. Are you coming into the city?"
Yes, sir. If that's all right.
Of course. And then he signals and the gate starts to open.
Cole,
it's-
does Cole see this?
Yeah, it's a little late, but I mean, you might be able to find some taverns with some rooms. But I did have some people leave mentioning that the taverns were full, but you might be able to swing something. Enjoy your stay. And then he gestures you inside.
Thank you very much. Anything is better than being out there with whatever creatures bump in the night.
That's what I always tell people. No one ever listens. And then the gate
wise
closes.
man.
The gate closes behind you, and you guys are in the city.
Okay. Okay.
I'm literally, like I said, I broke off as soon as they were kind of going to be in vision. I'm just going to kind of drift off to the right. I'll try to stealth, and then I'm just going to try to go over the wall where I didn't appear to see any guards on the way out.
Do you have a climbing kit? It's a sheer wall. There's no foothold. It's a wooden wall that's sheer, designed to keep out people and monsters. Do you have a climber's kit?
I don't believe you do.
No,
Something for a future investment. No.
yeah, but I do have some rope,
Okay. Do you have a grappling hook?
and I was going to make some kind of grappling hook. Yes.
Do you have no grappling hook is an item you can purchase. Do you have
Wait,
a
he has-
grappling hook?
You have pittons and hammers, because those are going to be very obvious. Never mind.
What would you say, Ophis?
I said there's an item called grappling hook that you could buy. Do you have a
Oh.
grappling hook?
I do not know.
Okay, then you do not have a grappling hook. How do you climb the wall?
Can I make it tie a crowbar onto and try to make one?
Sure. Survival check. Improvised grappling hook.
This should be good.
Sure. You tie a rope around a crowbar, and you're fairly confident that the crowbar won't just fly off, even though there's really nothing keeping the rope from sliding from one side or the other because it's a bar. But you're confident it should work.
All right, now the fun part. Now it's gonna make a noise.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to throw the improvised
And you have to
grappling
throw
hook?
it all the way up the sheer wall.
Yep.
It's only 15 feet. It's really not that high.
Oh, is it 15 feet? I'm sorry. I thought it was higher.
Okay, so
Yeah, 15 feet is really not that high.
if you're throwing, I will say grappling hook check. Technically, you'd be a climber's kit, but you don't have one. So it would just be 1d20 plus dex, no proficiency. So for you, it'd be 1d20 plus 4. Or just do a dex check. It's easier.
Check, not a saving throw.
It's not gonna go well.
Where it says
I
dexterity.
think this will go perfectly. Cole is an expert. See? Expert.
You wing the crowbar over. The crowbar makes noise. I mean, it's the sound of a metal bar hitting a wooden floor at the little wooden platform where I said that they could walk back and forth. It's like hitting planks of wood. You hear it slam in because you like lobbed it, and then you pull it, and it seems to catch between two pieces of wood. You think it'll hold your weight, but it certainly was not quiet.
I just thought of a different idea. It's a little late now, but could I have used Mage Hand to put it up there?
Yes.
Fuck. So glad I thought of that now. All right, well, I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna chuck a rock as far as I can in the opposite direction of the wall.
Okay, well, you could throw a rock. You throw a rock. It goes relatively far. It hits something, and you start climbing it. It would be difficult. You don't have a climber's kit, so it would be difficult terrain, which means it'd be double your movement. So it takes 30 feet of movement to climb the wall. I assume you then just bonus action dash to the other end of the wall and finish the wall in one turn. Okay. You look around. There's nobody around you. There are no guards in the immediate area. This guard is very light, as it is not a major city, and you're just next to a wall by in the middle of the city at night.
Cool. And I'll just kind of wander towards the main path where I know that they should be meeting up with me.
You wander towards the main path and you see nobody on the streets. It's completely
Don't forget to take the crowbar with you.
Oh, I assume when I did action dash, I picked it up.
Sure, you can pick it up.
Oh, trust me, you gotta say everything.
You have to say it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And that's why I lost a few daggers already.
Okay, you pick up the crowbar, you put it back in your inventory. You're like, this might come in useful later, and then you walk down the street and nothing happens. You're walking down the street. You've walked down 50 times already in your time being here, and you head in the direction of the bar.
For future reference, I'm gonna leave that crowbar in my bag, still tied to the rope.
Yeah, then you could change crowbar and change it to improvised grappling hook.
Damn good improvised grappling hook.
I mean, a 20 improvised grappling hook.
Yeah, a 20 improvised, which allows it to just function as a grappling hook.
Really think about it.
Yeah. So is everyone who is in the city, you're going to Fang, basically, right?
Going to Fang, waking her up at 2 a.m.
Okay. In that case,
Taken away downtown.
The bar is still open. It's only 2 a.m. So you enter through the same way that, Sai has entered before, Cole has entered before. You know how to get there. You know that you're allowed in there because you're with Sai. And you all make your way in to the Cold Snap Respite.
That's an Oktoberfest drink.
It is not as bustling as it usually is, but the cats are still, because they are nocturnal, they are still walking around. There are a few just general guards keeping attention, though not particularly panicked or anything crazy. These three people head to Fang's house, and I assume you knock on the door to her house.
Yes.
I'm going to let Sai do that, and I'm going to say, this is the cat that I was already friends with, so I'm going to pet it again.
It recognizes you, as it is intelligent.
Cool.
Sai, you knock on the door. After a few minutes, not wearing armor or anything, just wearing casual clothes, eventually Fang does come out of the front door, perturbed, it would seem, though inquisitive.
Do you have time to talk?
Well,
it is important.
I'm already awake, so I guess so.
I know, but you could always say no,
Oh, in that case, no. And then she goes to close the door.
Wait!
She stops closing the door.
This is really important, actually.
What?
You know how, we talked about Nox before?
Yeah?
We helped her.
Congratulations.
She took Flower.
That's the kid that you had with you, right?
Yeah. And then said
I assume this is a bad thing, or...
Well, she said that, and then I guess Sai kind of, says it a little quieter because she isn't sure Effie is everywhere.
Sounds ominous.
Does that name mean anything to you?
Not in the slightest.
Do you know where we might be able to find Nox? Or, someone who could help us find Nox? Or locate them?
She isn't a member of the gang. I don't know where she lives. I mean, how desperate are you? I could technically, I have a, how would she word this? There are members of the guild, of the arcane persuasion, who might be able to use magics to locate people if have not taken precautions to hide themselves from it, but it is not cheap.
How much would it be?
That's not something I could say. It depends on who you get it through. If you can
Right.
work out a deal with the individual, it's whatever they ask for. If you're asking me, it would depend on the level of request.
Okay.
I'll tell you now, no one's awake right now. I'd have to probably get someone close to me and go get them.
Sai looks at Calyx.
Due to the desperate timing of the measure, it sounds as if they were teleported, and he kind of glanced at Sai, away. We think that maybe we have 6 hours at most before they leave the city permanently. I do have some objects I can trade, but like you said, it depends on the person.
She kind of looks at Sai,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, I seem to recall you explaining the entire objective of you having the kid with you was to get them somewhere. Are these people not the people who you... Because you originally thought that these were the people you were looking for? Are these not the people?
Well, I don't think so. We helped Nox get their quote-unquote sister, and then when we were done, they just took Flower without explaining anything else other than saying that Effie is everywhere.
We know that Effie was supposed to be Flower's sister.
That is what she said
What?
beginning.
Yeah. In the beginning. That's the only information we have to go off of, and we don't know if Flower went willingly. So, as far as I'm concerned, if a member of our party was taken from us without any explanation.
If it's for a kidnapping, I suppose I have to somewhat care. Even though, and she looks at Sai, I think I was very specific when I said that the guild does not handle domestic situations like this.
Yes, Sai looks like a very guilty child right now. Like a sheepish... Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to help.
At least it's the right thing to do from a moral standpoint. Do you have anything that was hers? Clothing?
She has something in
a
mind.
weapon?
Would a papoose work that she was carried in?
No, it's not hers. You made that for her.
Damn.
Yeah, but it was like her papoose, you know? It was gifted to her and used to carry her.
Well, she has something of mine. I don't think it works backwards, though, does it?
No, I know. I need it here.
Oh.
Didn't she have clothes that we are holding on to?
Did anyone
The old
save the shredded clothes?
We never actually threw them away.
No, but I believe it was Addie was the one who made her the new ones. So
True.
So she would have.
Well,
her
no,
old ones.
Addie would have the old ones because we bought it at Cinderella Sundries.
Correct.
So Addie would have them if we did.
This is going swimmingly.
She rubs her.
That's
Almost like I should have came.
She rubs her
Almost
forehead.
like I want to keep everybody here.
She rubs her forehead. Do you have anything? Likeness, a picture, a possession, a garment, a lock of hair, anything like that at all?
There's got to be something.
Can I see if there's any of her hair in the papoose? Can I investigate? Because she's the only one who's ever been in the papoose.
I believe it needs to be a lock of hair. It can't be a hair. It needs to be like a chunk of hair that you cut off.
I mean, if I find enough hair, I can...
Roll a very good investigation check of the papoose.
Can
we
I
give him
ask
advantage?
Sai to assist me in checking?
Yeah.
Sure, roll an advantage investigation check.
Please, Nat this.
That would be fucking.
You find a singular
One more
strand.
7 and we'd be at the casino.
You find a singular strand of brown hair. You do not
Do I
think it is enough.
recall if she gave me anything? I don't think she did.
Do you recall?
Let me. I don't think so.
I'm assuming a voice doesn't help, does it?
No. Like if I had to list the things that would help in this, it would be a likeness or picture, a possession or garment, a body part, lock of hair, bit of nail, or the like. Like hypothetically.
Can I try to draw a picture?
Yeah, can I try to
Can
draw a
Cole
picture?
try to draw a picture from memory?
Sure, Cole. You don't have calligrapher's tools, but I'll say you can make a sleight of hand's really not drawing. Fuck it.
I mean, it is for forgery, right?
Roll sleight of hand. I mean, that's words, but sure.
I'm rolling?
Roll sleight of hand check. It's just hard. It'll be hard. Wow.
No
Okay.
way!
Okay.
Let's go, Cole!
So 30.
Let's go, Cole!
So somehow the person
insane.
who arguably hates this kid the most, his sheer rage
Her
at this
likeness
toddler.
burned into his memory.
It's like an inkjet printer. You watch as he starts at the top of the page, and through a series of dots and dashes, he creates what you can only describe as a literal photograph, as though taken from a camera, none of which you know exist. And it's literally flawless. It is a 100%. Colt, do you draw her in her toddler form or in her current form?
I would draw her in her current form.
Okay, so a literal perfect picture. He even adds like a background of a landscape and like a sunset. Like it looks like you took her out for an outing that never happened. It's literally flawless.
Cole, I didn't know you were an artist.
Fuck, neither did I.
I mean, that's
This is called
beautiful.
ADHD and 2 a.m. dopamine, baby.
I'll say.
Can I ask one
Ye
question?
olde age.
One very quick above board question. What was your AC for that to be remotely recognizable?
DC was 20. It was difficult.
I want you to know 30 is like deity level actions.
Yeah.
Like this is
30 is impossible. 30 is impossible. And yet somehow. Okay, in that case,
I'm also still petting the cat as this is happening.
I don't have a token.
way.
I don't have a token for this person because I didn't think we were going to go this route. But she will get her personal wizard, right? Because obviously she has one. She's the leader of a criminal syndicate. She will bring out what looks to be just an old man. He's holding a crystal ball in his hand. And he goes, "Hello! I was told I need to find someone." And then he will basically allow you to repeat everything you said. He is now familiar with the person known as Flower, albeit secondhand. And then, because he has never met them, you hand him the photograph. He goes, "I see. How far approximately do you think that she is?"
somewhere within the city limits is our best guess.
"Okay, I'll give it my best shot. Though ordinarily I would like a lock of hair, bit of nail, or something of the like."
I'm getting a feeling we should all have an emergency bag of everyone's hair.
Yeah, we're definitely putting that in there.
No, I got you. I'll just draw pictures every time.
Okay, now I gotta
We'll
put
go
it-
back. I'll draw pictures of
Honestly-
everybody, and we all keep one.
Cole, you should really like consider a career in art. I don't know if you should be stealing art, but like art.
Uh,
But why draw it when I can just?
I can't argue with that. Like honestly, like you're gonna get the art either way. But I feel like this might be a little bit more honest. But really, whatever you want to do.
That's the nat I get.
Honestly, the best nat I wanted. This is
Okay.
perfect.
well, here's
Thank
the
you.
part.
So
Here's the part you probably don't want. So
The cost.
/R 1d20.
He's got to roll for it.
No, I have to input the formula. So /R 1d20 +5 +5 -2 plus modifier. Enter. That's unfortunate. You watch as he casts a spell, and the magic washes over the crystal ball, and he goes, "It seems she has rebuffed my magical imagery. In this moment, she is simply too wise, however that may be. Is there someone else I could attempt to look for? I fear I can't look for her again for another 24 hours.
When I went to grab one of them, did I, like, happen to be able to tear a piece of stuff off of them?
No, you did not specify you were doing that, so that did not happen.
Damn it.
Dude, I was gonna say too in this picture I put Nox and her in the background with that nat 30, but I didn't, and I regret that decision.
Would you like to attempt to draw another picture?
I'm gonna have to try, yeah.
Okay. Are you doing one of Nox or one of Luna?
I'm gonna do one of Nox.
Okay. You are. Okay.
There's no way.
Can I assist him by holding his ink?
No,
for
this
him?
is an all him thing, Mr. Artist. Oh
This is
my
gonna be a
god.
nat-
Somehow.
You have these focus right now. Oh, you're a god.
Somehow,
Oh, you gotta draw pictures
Palpatine
of
returned.
your life.
This is a sign, dude. Okay. So literally,
Selfishness!
Draw Luna too. Draw Luna too.
you watch as yet again Cole masterfully creates a literal photograph, and this time it is somehow like it's like a Harley Davidson pinup calendar of Nox on like a beach. Like it's still technically accurate, but he's added a lot of artistic liberties, and it's like a scene he never could have ever seen. But he's like, why not? Right? I'm testing my limits, and it's literally flawless.
I'm like actually starting to get a little jealous. You have to stop being this good.
I need to open her.
See,
character.
Addie, we didn't need you here with her clothes.
Well, if I will say only that if you had the clothes, then it would have succeeded It would have succeeded on that roll. But
Yeah, but you know what? I'm giving it a hell of a college try.
Right,
As the kids
okay.
would say.
let's see. And +1.
These are the one. Not when I'm shooting a crossbow with advantage and sneaking.
Yeah.
No, it's this.
/R1 D20.
You know the next one's gonna be a nat 1, right?
Oh yeah,
Hopefully you don't need the next one.
The next one's gonna be a nat 1.
dude. If I get 3 in a row, you just gotta give it to us.
Okay, so 1D20 +1 +0 -2.
Wait, wouldn't it be a plus? Oh, wait. I think.
I got the spell in front of me. It's +1 +0 -2.
There's a lot of math. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Just double checking. Creature, yes. Okay, so that means it is a total of a -1. Wow. Okay. And he goes, yes, I'm seeing something. This person isn't as magically guarded. 10. I believe anyone can look at the crystal ball. Doesn't have to be him.
Yeah, I've been to Vegas. I'm
Within
pretty sure we all
10
get to look at
feet.
'em.
Center. You know what? It's more cinematic if I say that everyone can look in the crystal. Everyone can huddle around this old man and look into the crystal ball. So what everyone sees is, pretend you guys aren't there. Your tokens are there because I'm prepping. You see this.
No.
City Square.
Center of the city.
You see, he goes, it appears like they are currently residing in what is currently the closed city center. They seem to be hiding in the, they've drawn the shades and the curtains of the display stage. They're inside of it. And I don't know, the person you're looking for is there. She seems to be keeping watch. Within 10 feet of her, I see what looks to be a ball of red energy attached to a woman with white hair. She appears to be chanting something, but unfortunately I can't read lips.
That's what we need. That's where we
I'm
need
going to
go.
start making that paper.
This persists for 10 minutes. Well, the spell does. You can watch her for a little bit.
I was gonna say, guys, we know where they are. Let's send the paper bird and start prepping. We need them to get here as soon as possible, so we should definitely send that paper bird now.
Okay.
Okay, what are you writing on the paper bird?
Give me a second. What is it? 30 characters?
Town square.
It's whatever I wrote in the item. I want to say 25.
Found them. Need you now. Could be a trap though.
Look at 2 nat 30s.
I'm gonna put it in the thing. Tell me what you guys think about this.
Ophis.
Yes.
To get to this point in time, how long has it been since they departed us?
It would have been 20 minutes to get back to the wall. It's about 10 to 15 minutes to get back to the bar. He failed the first casting, so that would have been 5 minutes, and then he had to cast for 10 minutes. So 10 minutes again. It has been about an hour. It is about 3 in the morning.
I think that's it, right? Somebody count those characters.
Do we
Is it
know that
characters
they're
or
draining
words?
power?
I don't know what it is, but
We
either
just know
way,
that she's magically guarded right now.
they're chanting. She's in a red bubble, and that bubble is flowing into Luna.
Does signing that off psi count as a word? Because that's 26 if psi counts as a word.
If you sign it as a name as a proper noun, it would count as a word.
I don't think we need to sign it.
Okay. Does it matter? Is there anything else we want to talk into, or is that kind of it?
Well, actually, we do need to change it, or we send another one.
What? What?
How about where are they going to meet us at the town square? Are they coming in from the north, the west, the east? They're just going to wander
Okay.
around until they find us.
Okay, 1 second.
I guess that should be, somewhat.
You could probably just take out that they are draining flower of her power. We don't know.
Yeah,
that
I'm
that's
adjusting
happening.
it. 1 second. Do we want to go with them or pincer Nox and Luna? I'm talking about Sai and Cole.
You mean go side to side?
Yeah, like east and west. Or north and south. Or do we just want to all go together, like meet in the north and we'll go from there?
No, I like the idea if we come from each side, because we'll all be able to see each other. But this way, we're not starting on one blob. But
based on what we know, if Nox is looking out and the curtains are drawn, that means is she, from what we know from the crystal ball, is she looking out to the west?
The crystal ball only does a bubble of 10 feet around her. You can't see anything. Basically, outside of her space, you can't see.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
well, I'm saying she's pointing in a direction, but you have the space. There's nothing in the 10-foot space that dictates the direction she's pointing. She's pointing forward, but you don't know where forward is because you only have 10 foot of context. There's nothing.
Then why don't we
pointing.
We could just tell them meet us at north then, because we know the back of the tent from earlier when we were in the town, right? The back of the tent closed off because it's an open stage in front, correct? Or is it just straight up open
in the morning? Yes, the back was closed and the front was drawn open.
Okay, so let's just meet everybody behind it, and then we'll split around once everybody's here.
Okay.
Meet at north entrance to City Square.
Here, how about this?
Flowers in the town square with Nox and Luna trapped. With Nox and Luna trapped.
Okay, is that the final version of the message you want to send?
They're reading it.
Oh, I see.
From the back of the tent, be ready for a fight.
Didn't you say there's a 25-word limit?
It's whatever I have on the card. You guys have never used these before. I literally don't remember.
That is like 30.
Just write flower trapped, town square.
Yeah, you
So
guys
you can get rid of 3 right
yeah.
there.
I don't mind if you guys make it Neanderthal speak. Like, I understand the idea you are attempting. Is that the idea you are attempting to translate?
Flower trap, town square. Meet at north entrance.
Sounds good to
Be
me.
ready for fight.
1 second. How about this?
Yeah, sorry, I could just talk like that normally. So
Flower trapped, town square. Come from north. Be ready for fight.
Works for me.
yeah,
So
look at that. We cut it from like 30 to what? 4, 6, 8, 10.
Surprised you got that high.
Fuck you.
Who is okay? So now, who is the one writing this, and who are you sending it to? Because you have to specify a target.
Calyx is going to send it to Addy.
Addy.
Brontes? Okay, I heard of Brontes. Let's go with the Brontes.
Okay, so you send it to Brontes, you fold it up, and you blow on it, and you watch as slowly the bird kind of takes the shape of a little tiny, like, Tweety bird. It starts to flap, and it starts to fly in a general direction. It takes some time to navigate its way out of the basement, because it has an intelligence of 0. After it eventually makes its way out of the basement, it flies off into the air. You do not know how long it will take to get to Brontes, but it is going in the direction you know Brontes to be.
Wait, didn't we have an idea of how fast it flew?
I was going to say, based on our intelligence, would we assume it would take about 40 minutes maybe to get to him?
Roll intelligence check. Roll intelligence check.
Where is intel? That's saving throws.
On the side, dude.
Oh.
That's your main stats.
Oh.
It's going to take at least 4 hours.
There it is.
What? 4 hours? I thought it had a flight speed of like 60 feet.
At least 4 hours.
Yeah, could be 6, could be 8.
We don't have
All right,
enough
well,
time.
we saw it
Can't
fly
wait.
out that way. We know it takes us, we're going to take a guess, less than an hour.
Cole, how fast can you haul ass?
I could just keep dashing.
I will say if
If-
you attempt to do nothing but dash 2 straight miles, you will be rolling a
I'll
con
be
save against
exhausted.
exhaustion. Yeah, or you get to save against it, but you run the risk of being exhausted.
Now, even if I don't dash, if I just walk back and forth, it's still 40 minutes. That's
Yeah,
still
correct.
fast.
Yeah, not dashing would be 40 minutes.
And we assume that would still be quicker. No, that should be about the same time the pigeon's there.
He said 4 hours.
Cole deduces that it will take about 4 hours for the bird to reach Brontes. Yes.
But I also rolled a 7. I'm pretty stupid.
You do not know that you rolled a 7.
Oh, well,
You are confident it will take about 4 hours for the bird to reach Brontes.
Cole, do
yeah,
you
then I
think
guess
you'll
I'm
beat it?
probably going to sneak over the wall and go try to tell him. I'm not going to dash. I'm not going to run. I'm going to go, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back like we did at a good, good normal pace so I don't have to deal with exhaustion, ideally. And we're just going to hope nothing comes and ambushes me.
Okay.
Sounds like
It's gonna be
Cole's
really
placing a paper
funny.
bird.
When you get over the wall and we've already received the paper bird.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%.
But will Cole see the paper bird flying and moving faster than him, or is that like a no?
My dark vision's not going to go that far.
Yeah.
Guys, Flower doesn't have time for this. What's happening?
Well, the bird is already en route, so like that's
Okay.
set in stone now. The bird is moving. These birds cannot be called back. Granted,
I'm going to start going.
Yeah, granted they have an AC and hit points, but they cannot be called back.
Calyx, let's go.
I'm going to be on the
Okay,
way. I'm
Yeah.
gonna,
Well, that's
start going
important.
to the
So
wall.
We're gonna
if Cole,
Prepping
yeah.
north.
So you're heading towards the town square.
Yes. Oh, them.
Well, yeah, I know you're heading to Brontes, but the two
Yeah.
that are going to where are you stopping? Are you entering the town square and attempting to hide, or are you not? Or how far away from the square are you getting? Before
I
you
would
wait
s-
for everybody.
I would say about 100 feet north of the town square side. Does that sound appropriate?
Sure. If Sai doesn't already just like keep going.
100 feet north of the town square.
So like not enough where we can see the tent, or not enough.
Well,
where
for
Knox-
100 feet, you'll definitely see the tent because it's a big stage.
Oh.
Like imagine it's a big
Okay.
empty plaza and it's the only giant building. Like, this tent is like 50, 60 feet of fabric. Like imagine like a big. It's not like a gazebo. It's like a stage. Like think Greek, like
Mhm.
Parthenon, not Parthenon. You know what I mean? It's like a center,
Yeah,
like
I
a
got it.
playscape. I just
Okay.
need both of you to roll me checking. Well, I need both of you to roll me a stealth check.
Stealth?
Yes.
Whoa.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
This does not bode well. But honestly, it makes sense.
Okay. No, that's good.
Do we notice anything abnormal as we're like a distance away? Can we see anything like somebody poking their head out of the tent? Anything like that?
Not that you see, no. It's just, it looks like you've approached the tent. You're about 100 feet away. You're kind of like hunkered down, hiding. You know that there's all sorts of like stalls and other things in that general area. You're kind of like breaking your line of sight with them intentionally because you know you're waiting for everyone. Cole. So you're sneaking through the city. Takes you about, I don't know, 20 or so minutes, 15, to get back to that point in the wall where you were at. Because I assume you're going over the wall again. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You get over the wall. I'm not going to make you roll for it again. You know where there's a spot with no guards. You've done it once before. You jump over the wall and you start making your way towards Brontes and everybody. That's about a 2-mile walk. It'll take you approximately 20 to 25 minutes. Brontes?
Now,
what?
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, so obviously if I dash the whole time, it would make me challenge exhaustion. Can I dash once or twice to cut it down to like a 15 minutes on the way there to keep a little bit of pace without it exhausting me?
Once or twice won't make a difference because basically you're covering approximately 12,000 feet. Adding an extra 30 feet once or twice is the time is going to stay the same. You need to be, the majority of the time, you need to be doubling your speed to make a meaningful difference.
Okay.
Doing that is what would then instill the check.
Okay.
Brontes, it's been like an hour. And you're like, oh man, it's been like an hour. Addie's kind of like, she looks nervous. Onyx looks blasé.
I was going to do something during this time.
Rolling back then, what are you doing?
Well, I was going to ask Brontes if he can keep his perception up. I was going to pray. I think you can see where I'm going with this.
The only thing that would make that worth it is if he rolled higher than a 15.
He could try to roll higher than a 15. There's technically nothing.
Well, if Brontes is watching and you're watching, Addie, if I pray,
it doesn't hurt to try.
All I'm getting at.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
There you
go. Yeah. With a passive perception of 24, you see nothing approach you. It is a completely quiet edge of the woods. You're relatively close to a city, you know, the hustle and bustle of just the general area. Monsters have clearly learned that if you get too close, you will be put down, and you see that there is nothing overly concerning. As for Calyx, you're in the city. As for Onyx,
Prim,
I can call you what I want. I will start dealing psychic damage. What do you pray? What do you pray, and how long do you pray for?
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of sit off a little to the side with the painting. I'm going to hold Bob, kind of, like, you can't sit cross-legged in, like, plate fucking splint armor. Can't do that. But, like, I'm going to hold my sword, like, across my lap, like holding, especially toward the pommel. I'm going to have my hand on it, and I'm going to just, basically, I want to reach out and say, I think I found what you're looking for. What do you want me to do?
Roll a, for this it would be charisma. Roll a charisma check. Okay. In your mind, you see the image of a series of complex geometric patterns take shape, and ultimately the form of what appears to be some sort of devilish circle, not dissimilar to the one that you found in the book all the way back when you first made your bargain. It kind of like imprints itself into your brain. It's not something you can forget. It's like a permanent outline that as you move your eyes, it's always there. And you get the implication that you need to take time, draw said circle, and doing the ritual associated with that circle, which is in your head, will elicit some sort of effect.
Can I determine how long this the drawing of the circle and then the ritual will take? Do I know that information?
Just your intuition, minimum of an hour. Like it's a long, complex ritual involving like candles, chalk, blood, prayers. Like it's a whole thing.
Got it. I'm just gonna nod my head and say thank you.
How long would you say that takes?
I mean, with an 18, I'll say it takes like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes.
Cool. Well, then while we're still doing that process of an hour, can I, what's the ritual cast time for identify?
10 minutes.
Cool. Can I identify the bracers just to make sure I know everything?
Yep. You identify the bracers. I have already added them to your sheet, so you should have access to the card. You now know everything that they do. And then I will say, after you do that, after approximately, so it would have been like 20-ish minutes in town. After about an hour 20, so about, at this point now, like 3:30-ish, Addie, you're just kind of sitting there, and a paper bird, flutters over to you, and it gets within 5 feet of you, and then it unfolds itself into a piece of paper, and it kind of like just kind of floats down into your hand. And the note previously determined.
I thought it was going to Brontes.
I thought they said you. I thought Calyx said you.
I did initially, and then Cole said Brontes, and I'm like, screw it, Brontes.
Oh, fine then. In that case, Brontes, what I just described happens to you. The paper appears in your hand, and it reads, "Flower trapped, town square, come from north of tent, be ready for fight," and then it slowly crumbles away to ash.
Okay, then. I'm gonna relay to the two of them what the note said. And then I'm gonna ask Onyx, or well, at this point, Krim, if what he wants to do with his painting while we have to go deal with this.
Yeah.
You guys also still have the horses and carriage.
I was gonna say, you want to stash it in the carriage under everything, and then ride that back into town.
Not really.
Save you some time. Sounds important.
Yeah, I don't really want to bring this anywhere near that city. Can we end the session?
No. You gotta make a decision first.
This is up to you, sir.
Because he needs to set up next one.
Oh, I already know how this is ending. I just want to hear your answer.
What are we doing, buddy?
Just bury it. Put it in a hole.
Put it 6 feet deep.
Anybody have a box of lead?
Fortunately, Bronte's left that in his other pants. So
Dang it,
it's in my other bottom.
Hell, Bronte's.
Bury it 6 feet deep. Put a cross on it. Nobody will bother because they'll think it's a dead body.
Okay, how long would it take to dig a hole 6 feet deep by 4 feet wide?
By yourself?
4 feet.
I don't know. Probably depends on how good a survival check you roll. Anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes.
That's it.
Okay, it takes an hour. Wait, you want me to take it longer? I'm trying to give you a bone
Why
here.
would you say that?
You know, it takes 8 hours to dig a hole now.
Well, dig a hole.
How long would it take if we helped them?
I mean, it depends on. You'd probably give
I
advantage.
feel like it's faster if you just put it in the cart.
I feel like we bury it under literally everything, so it cannot physically be seen by anyone.
I wouldn't be leaving that thing anywhere.
Yeah, guys, I can't leave the painting, and I can't put this in the city. There's something bigger than us involved with this. I can't describe it, but I think I need to stay here with the painting. I could stay with the horses.
You're gonna stay out here alone?
Fuck Cole, I guess.
Cole's not there.
He'll get there eventually.
You don't know that
Maybe.
Cole's. You don't know that Cole's not there. As far as you know, Cole is currently with Calyx and Sai heading to the town square.
Yeah, Sai said fuck Cole, I guess. Yeah.
I meant fuck Cole, I guess, as in he doesn't know that Cole's coming back. He thinks he's staying over there.
Yeah.
So fuck Cole, as in not gonna go help your brother.
Yeah, basically you're saying you're gonna let Cole go into a fight one man down. That's what she's referring to. Fuck Cole.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn
it.
We'll make a decision so that way Cole gets caught halfway back from you guys.
Yeah.
Do.
I want to go to bed.
I
vote you
can
bury
only
the
cliffhang once I have an answer.
Ditto.
I vote you bury the
Yeah,
bitch.
well, the cliff. I trust me. I need to go fucking pack.
Seems like the question you have to ask yourself: what matters more? Because I will totally let the whole party go by themselves into the city, and whatever happens, happens. To both of you, I will totally allow that to happen. I just need to hear you say that is what's happening.
I know.
Flip a coin if you can't decide. Jesus Christ.
He can't help you here.
You're one to
You were the
talk.
last one to tell someone to make a decision.
You're
The
literally the
fucking
last one.
person.
My God, that was great.
So give Onyx some time to think. Can Calyx like try to attune to the headdress while we're waiting? Because I'm like, it's got to be at least like an hour and a half before Cole gets back because took 45 minutes.
You attempt to attune to the headdress, and there is nothing to attune to.
Lame.
It is simply a very pretty headdress.
That's warm.
Nothing else there, huh? No insider info.
Not that reaching out with your mental abilities dictates.
Like, help!
Help you how? Oh, I'll be right back while Onyx makes his decision. I'm definitely having Grantes cast Identify later.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I figured I'd check the bracers first, make sure there was nothing else.
Yeah, they're
bad.
not. Believe it or not, they're not turbo cursed. I'm not that mean.
Yeah.
I mean, you could see clearly Onyx is warring with himself right now.
It's not like anyone will open it.
There's bandits out there.
They won't open it though.
That's true. They wouldn't be. They might die.
Hi, you're
before
not
they-
here.
No, they're filling the dead air.
Again, no
Because-
one will open it.
They just you come back and there's just 6 bodies. They've been burnt to death with
Oh,
radiant
no!
energy.
And then we have to hide those bodies.
For all you know, no one else
We're
has tried to
criminals.
move it, and you're the only person that can move it.
We don't know that.
It's
No,
true,
no,
you
Well,
never
put it
tested
down. Let's see if
No one
one of
else
us
is
can.
trying
Let's
to
see if
move
one
it.
of us can move it real quick.
I'm not getting scorched to death.
No, that was when
No,
you
that
tried
was
to open
attempting
it.
to open it.
No, not
touching
open it. Just move
Okay.
it. Pick it up and move it.
Try to move it real quick.
Okay, who? So you're putting it on the ground?
Yep.
Addie's gonna try to pick it up.
Make me an athletics check.
Hang on, I'm blind. I gotta move closer.
So you need a nat 20 and fuck up everything.
Well, we know it's movable because in the cave, in the dungeon, Calyx was going to be allowed to be carried out.
You asked if he was allowed to carry it out, and I said he could try. You never gave it to him.
Yeah, it was
the only
what you
time
could
that
try.
the only time that Calyx touched the painting to move it is when Onyx had the other end of it. Ataraxia, you attempt to like squat down and pick it up. It is impossibly heavy, like hundreds of pounds. You have to stop before you throw out your lower back. It's for you. It's not happening. Not in this moment. It budges slightly. It can be lifted, but it looks like the frame itself, the metal of the frame weighs hundreds of pounds.
Yeah, no. Squishy Wizard, if you'd like to try, you can.
Sure.
Bronx,
why
go ahead.
not?
Go ahead and athletics check. 14. You manage to see it. Like, he gets like one half of it. He gets his fingers underneath it and he starts to squat it, and sweat pours from his face. And he gets one corner about an inch off the ground, and then he has to let go, and you watch it just slam into the ground.
I think that confirms it.
Okay, so Krim is the only one who can carry this. So I don't think it's going anywhere.
I'd like to see someone try.
I hate doing this.
Well,
Guys,
we're in a situation where a lot of us have to do things we don't want to do. So
yeah, certain things. I wish Cole had stayed with us. That would have made this decision
funny you
so
should say that.
If
Out
you
of the
make this
corner of
take
our
a
eye.
lot longer,
No, not yet.
He'll be here.
How far could that pigeon have beaten me by?
It took you to math. At this point in time, and nobody knows this, at this point in time, you are currently descending the wall to sneak out of the city.
Oh my god. That pigeon's fast as fuck, bro.
Yeah. That pigeon traversed from where you were to here in 17 minutes and some change.
Oh my god.
I took a 40-minute trip.
Yes. so that's why at about the halfway point, you have just now come down off the wall. So you're about to start the second leg of your journey, and if they start the second leg at the same time, at about 10 minutes you'll meet each other and then walk the 10 minutes back.
Yay.
But no one knows that, especially Onyx does not know that.
Is there like grass in the area?
It's all plains, so it's like forest and it's all grassland. There's no concrete,
so
no
like
buildings.
We could salvage the sod so it doesn't look like a fresh pile of dirt.
I mean, you could probably try. I mean, it's not like grown to be sod. It's not super like farm dense, but you could probably kind of roll for it, you could say.
Have you never just dug up grass before?
It's not the way you're there needs to be a roll associated with these things. So I can't just say, there's perfectly even sod that looks exactly like fresh grown. It doesn't work that way because it's a shovel and you don't have tools and you're doing it on a clock. So I'm making it difficult.
Okay. I don't want to do this. Fuck Calyx's bedroll. Okay, we're gonna bury this, guys. Help me.
Okay, in that case, roll a survival check with advantage because people are helping you.
Yeah, it's not time for a 1.
Just roll a 30.
Yeah, it's easy. I did it twice in a row.
Naturally. In like 5 minutes, with the help of Addie, who's super confident with like dirt or whatever, she's a druid. It makes sense. Don't question it. In like 5 minutes, you have like however deep you need to be hole, perfectly sized for this painting with the bedroll on it. And you have a perfectly cut section of what can functionally be sod that you think if you laid over would be extremely difficult for someone who wasn't specifically looking for it to see it. Though obviously you would remember the location of.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I like mark like a tree root or something?
I'll say because you're no longer in the lead-lined dungeon, that ambient like feeling in it is still pretty consistent. It's not being messed up by the lead anymore. You'd know where this is. Like you specifically would know where this is.
Like, do I have that feeling as that I will have that as even as I get further away?
Yeah. Like
only
yeah.
time will tell?
Well, because if you remember, the reason you couldn't sense it from anywhere was specifically because something was blocking the detection. What was blocking the detection was the lead-lined walls of the dungeon. So now that it's long as it's not in another lead-lined box, you can always sense where it was. The reason you had to get it in the first place is because Tempest couldn't find it because it was in a lead-lined dungeon. That's why they needed a physical person to go in and physically retrieve it. They could not teleport in or scry on it because it was lined with lead.
Right, there might be other people looking for this, but I'm going to have to take a chance here.
If there are, she has not mentioned them to you. She simply said that she needed it, or more specifically, that the mistress wanted it.
Okay. As we finish putting the sod on, under my breath, I'm just going to say, forgive me, I'll take care of this later. But like under my breath, like the others really wouldn't have heard it. And then I guess we head back to the city.
Yeah. I'll say you begin heading back to the city, and this is where I'll wrap it up. You begin heading back to the city after about 10 minutes of walking. About halfway through, you run into a person skulking through the darkness, and you recognize the image of Cole walking towards where you guys were, and you bump into each other in the darkness at about the halfway point, and you're like, well, this is awkward. More importantly, though, at about the same time in the timeline, Calyx and Sai, you have been the entire time this is happening, you've been watching the tent like hawks, looking for movement, looking for activity, looking for anything notable. You don't see anything. Calyx, you because your passive perception is very high, you do notice after a while, you swear you can see what looks to be like the ever slightest, like just faintest hint of like a reddish glow that's starting to bleed through the fabric of the kind of like the tapestry and all the sheets of the back of the stage. Not super bright, not a beacon, just something that because you're so perceptive, you're able to see. While you're fixated on that, Sai, you're also looking, like he kind of points it out too, and you're looking and you just don't see it. And you're staring and you're staring and you're staring so deeply at what ultimately is nothing, because there just isn't something to see for you. What you do see, however, is you see nothing. What you do feel is you feel a pair of hands on your shoulders. And you just hear in your head, "What are we looking at?" And you hear the incredibly familiar voice of Nox appear behind you, as the one in the thing was a fake. And that's where we'll end. Until next time.
What
Jesus
the fuck?
Christ.
Well then.
How the fuck did we spy on a fake one?
Oh my god.
You didn't spy on a fake one.
She swapped herself already.
Absolutely. Probably when Sai rolled that natural 1 stealth, huh? She's like, oh,
Yeah.
they're here.
She knew.
Oh, you
Okay,
think the natural 1 on stealth, you think her passive perception isn't 8?
I was waiting for that to bite me, so I'm not surprised that this is how this went.
Well, ready
Quick,
to throw
grab a lock
that
of her
hand.
hair. Grab a lock of her hair.
Yeah, just rip her hair out. Bar fights.